good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back. It's Floridine Gaming. Thanks for watching. Follow and subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? You doing good? We doing excellent? Are we doing fantastic? Let's see. I think we're just gonna kind of hop right into it. What's going on over here? Boop. Click on that. Report spam. The fact that the freaking spammers are in the, like, go as far as to join the Discord is crazy. There we go. All done. Had to ban some people from the Discord. I got another message. Who's this? To go back and look at that. Because right now we're in streamer mode and it won't let me look at their profile. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Alright. Like I was saying. We went on a major losing streak last night. We lost so many points. I think we lost like 70 points. So, maybe, just maybe, Big Pimpin' Jr. will throw this game. And we'll go up some points. What are we banning? Let's heal.
cloak and dagger.
Glazed Bun 22Z.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Why, yeah, we know they're gonna ban Spider-Man. We did the same bands. It's a baby.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You look so cute. Come here. Hey, cute baby. I love you. You look very cute in your Peeps pajamas. And you're so soft. Your pajamas are so soft. Ooh, you got a little bug bite right there. Alrighty. I love you. You look very cute.
Goodbye.
Say bye. Say bye, everybody. I see you in a little bit.
A little bit of clemency so you don't want it. Just
I love you.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
There was a little baby.
Let me get this straight.
I love when both teams ban the same exact characters.
And you're not the user? Is weird, huh? I would totally love to be an honorary X-Man, though. I'm not sure Xavier really does that.
We're all on the same page. Let's see what else we have the same of. Or not.
Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? Honestly, I'd be surprised if this old dude isn't
I almost have my ult again. Ooh, died. Was that my first death? It was.
I wasn't sure we'd get this chance again. Get that vehicle moving again! My time to shine! My time to shine! Only 60 seconds left.
Let's deliver this essence beneath the surface and end the
Against the world!
Behold, Dark Child!
Watch your back. My time to shine! 30 seconds. Stand with you! Hurry, we're running out of time! Spider-Man. Hurting myself. Never failed to impress me, Reed. You owe me one. Unleashed. This is the best hope to take down Null. The current score is 3-2-0. Time
Nice.
to switch things up, including which side you're on. We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear. Heroes could make all the difference.
Who's Big Pimpin' Jr. playing?
Round 2. Light doesn't dispel darkness. It helps me see the darkness. And
Was that
face
our
it.
penny? Went Thor, okay.
He'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong. Please tell me this isn't the date night you've been planning for us, Reed.
Think about it. What could be more romantic than saving the universe side by side?
Literally and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
This place makes me want to stay inside a force field forever.
Come on, squirrel. Why you push so far forward?
Is anyone willing to help? Just embrace the light.
That's much better. I was in trouble. Balance doesn't.
I'm back to shed some light. We need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Turret is unusually large, even for you, Frank. Directly behind you.
Behold the god of thunder!
My time to shine. Better stop that vehicle. They've made it halfway. Stop them.
Anyone willing to help?
Your powers are mine!
Time. Thanks.
Us against the world. Better stop that vehicle. There's still a chance to stop them. Powering up. We will stand with you.
Feeling fantastic.
Light. Those fires. Let go.
Lights out.
My time to shine. I appreciate you.
Feeling fantastic.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Lights out.
Behold the god of thunder!
Against the world. It's the world time. Disappear.
Better watch your back.
I held the point for as long as I could.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Better stop that vehicle. I'm counting on you, friends.
Thanks.
mean, I'm in my bubble. I'm healing people.
Dagger speed. Stop them in their tracks.
Ha-ha! Problem solved. Whoa!
Just in time. Thanks.
I appreciate you.
Your powers are mine! Hell unleashed!
Powering us against the world. Shield up.
I'll do my best to carry on.
Against the world.
I am Dark Child.
Only 60 seconds left. Woo! You go, girl. You stop them in their tracks.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the ground and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't that far down.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Yo, I stayed on for as long as I could. We just gotta hold him.
10 seconds. Keep going.
Just in time.
Hell unleashed!
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Problem solved.
I'm dead.
The current score is 3.
Dang.
3.
Nagahawk.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
The right heroes could make all the difference. Round 3, go!
Ty and I create equilibrium. When it gets disturbed,
Congrats, you made me hop on my main. It's GG's now. Okay.
Coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Please tell me this isn't the date night you've been planning for us, Reed.
No. But, think about it. What could be more romantic than saving the universe side by side?
Literally anything.
Noted.
My time to shine. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area. Only 60 seconds left. So, sorry, what exactly are we kicking? Because I got the villain trivia deck from Deadpool, but I think I'm gonna tell them. Uh-oh, I appreciate you.
A little help, please.
Powering up. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
What was Big Pimpin' even play? I like how Naga, who is our invisible woman, is the one just mad talking shit.
It helps me see the darkness and face it.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready. I don't know how you do it, Mr. Graham.
Not sure what you mean, sweetheart.
People treat you like a monster, but you just keep fighting to save them.
I've got thick skin, kid. Words bounce right off.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
What has Victor gotten us into this time?
I appreciate you. Only 60 seconds left. Here comes trouble. Anyone want help? Hurry up. Still, I'm trying to help. Fire around everybody go light. Down to 30 seconds. No fire push. Detect it.
Curious little spiders.
Final 10 seconds. You'll have to keep fighting until you clear those fireworks. Double KO.
My time to shine.
So what is this, a tie?
Score 3, 2, 3.
What? Is it a draw? Oh, I didn't even get the picture. What the fuck? I don't think I've ever had a draw. How many points do we get for that? Zero points? That's nuts. Now that will make you want to quit the game. Send that. That's nuts. Hold me down. I'm 6 feet from the ground and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't that far down. Omni-Man.
The right heroes could make all the difference. We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
I just played this map.
Round one. Heal and light can harm. Sing. You'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Mm-hmm.
Promise me you'll take it easy out there, Susie.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area. Need some help. Whoever they are, they look friendly. Systems restored. I like the cold. Just embrace the light. I was worried. A nice deep freeze.
This team is kind of trash.
Let's get into some good trouble.
I already have 3,000 healing.
Leave them to Khonshu!
A nice deep. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Just embrace the light.
Better stop that vehicle. We are undefeatable.
Beholds the god of...
It's party time!
My time to shine.
Okay.
Triple support. That's at least something.
Better stop that vehicle.
I'll get you next time. Thanks so much.
Your powers are mine!
Against the world. A boom of light. Sai, we need you back. We need some help. So close. Be your best self. My life energy grows stronger.
don't understand why the Mantis or whoever is ulting at the same time as me.
By the eye of...
The current score is 0, 2, 3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well be me.
Round 2, go!
I may be from Earth, but every planet's under my protection now.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Something bothering you, Ben?
We just done this dance so many times, Susie. And we's getting kind of old.
Right. Saving the world from cosmic annihilation can be such a bore.
Oh, when you put it like that.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Well, ain't this a fantastic mess we got ourselves into?
No stopping the Star-Lord.
Focus on the battle.
I would rather lose than surrender, team.
Let's try this again.
Yeah, we're not gonna win with you guys sitting in spawn.
Oh, they do not look happy. Let's try this again.
I literally want you to lose more because you won't respawn.
We are undefeatable! Only 60 seconds left.
We're seriously.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Just sitting in spawn.
Final score 0-3. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Caspian Fork. How do I fucking change this? How do you change? There we go. Mm-hmm. Man, I hate people. Not even worth it. Come in chat. We already reporting someone not off to a great start. Those guys were absolutely brain dead, like as a team in general, and then decided they wanted to surrender. In the second half, we didn't even play it. The game hadn't even started, and because I wouldn't surrender, they sat in the spawn room. Tape. They just sat there. I hate people so much. Oh, that'll get you angry. That'll get you real angry. I'm fuming. I'm fuming. Be right back. Chat. Gotta go make a bottle. Toxicity is getting worse in this game. It's just bad players who are mad that they can't rank up, like that guy there. Be right back. I'm back. So how's your night going, Tape? My day was going good. We what's in my pocket? Is that my phone? It is my phone. We at a birthday party we went to at my buddy's new house. His house is nice. He's got a big old piece of property. But it was his daughter's birthday, and Charlie got to meet all these people and play with all these little babies. Just got done moving snow. It was a boring day. Did you have to move snow just to get the cars out, or like move snow to get out of the house in general? Also, Dave, I don't know if you watched the first match we played. We played double overtime, and we ended up drawing the game. Like, it ended in a tie. You don't get any points for a draw. Doing dishes and such, then we'll get on. Are you done with Rivals? I'm not sure. The update in Lego Fortnite is nuts. So I may go in and rip a ton of stuff apart. Bourbon, my man, that is correct. Lots and lots of bourbon. No, I was gonna have bourbon earlier when I first started the stream. But when we got home from the birthday party, I didn't feel too good, and I had a massive headache, and I fell asleep on the couch. And I woke up with a headache, and then I ate dinner, and the headache kind of went away. So I was waiting to make sure it stayed away. But it's still there. But it's like sitting in the back of my head right now. So maybe the bourbon will heal it. I'm talking to Cody right now. I didn't see any earlier games. My first message was a potty message. Those are the best messages. I think I have one more thing on this Galactus Cosmic Adventure. Cody's out of town for work. You know what I might do tonight? At least for a little while. I might open up this One Piece box. Let's see what I got in there. Had this open up again last night. Oh yeah, you gotta slide it out of here. Alrighty. That box has 2 packs in it, and then a Dawn pack. Could Fortnite, Helldive, or Quick Play Rivals? It's true. But I'm hoping this headache goes away. Because staring at the screen, I think makes it worse. It's just sitting right in the back of my head, so hopefully it goes away. Alright. We've got a Sanji. A Beppo. A Morley. An Usopp. Marshall D. Teach. A Jozu. Gum Gum Jump Rope. Gum Gum Lightning. Ooh, this Law character looks sick. Because he's got, what's his face with him? Corazon. Oh, we got a leader card. We got a Buggy leader card. Sick. We got an event card. The Come On, We'll Fight You. Ooh. And it's shiny. Oh, this is a character card. Okay, I was like, did I get 2 leader cards? This is a Buggy character card, and it's shiny. Very nice. Let's see what Dawn we got. It's the Blackbeard Dawn, I believe. And it's shiny, but it's black shiny. For some reason, I think I have this one. How many special Dawns are there? One special Dawn card from 2 types is randomly inserted. So I probably already have it. Oh no. Hopefully there's no super rare card. Just dropped him. We were so slippery. Slippery. Well, now the order's all messed up, so... Guess we'll look at the back first. See if we got a leader. I don't see any leaders. Okay. We got... Nico Olivio. Nico Robin's mom. We got Heat. The Red Force stage card. We got Speak of the Devil. Nico Robin herself. Looks sick. Soul Frankie Swing Arm Boxing Solid. Dumb card from the video game. Ooh, we got Stronger. The Pegasus. The horse that ate the Pegasus fruit. Ooh. She's not shiny, but she looks sick. This Wano Nami card. Excuse me. I've been sneezing like crazy, too. Hey, we got Lucky Roo. And he's shiny. Believe it or not, that is the fastest person in the world in One Piece. That big fat dude right there. And we got Marco. Ooh, we got the Demon Child Nico Robin card. Sick. So, there's both of our shinies. We got Rob Lucci. And to end it off, we got Brooke. Move our shinies to the top. Play up to 1 yellow card with the cost of 3 or less from your hand. If your opponent has 3 or more life cards, trash up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. Very cool. You know, it's cool because these boxes are also like little mini deck boxes for storing cards. So it works out. I have one more of those, and I have just some off packs over there that I'm probably not gonna. I mean, I'll open them eventually, but I'm probably gonna save at least one from each pack just so I have it. Hold me down. My phone is a beeping. What did it say? Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. My man. Let's see. Oh, they added like a jump sound effect. I haven't seen any of the cool stuff that they've added. What have they added? Look at my apps. All right, 1 second. Oops. I'm trying to remember all the buttons. Got a couple decent cards in there. All right. We're good on all that. Good on all that. That stuff looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Guess that stuff looks pretty good. All right. So now let's see here. Deco. What? Dang, that's expensive, huh? Ooh, we can put posters up? That's a cool poster. You can put up posters of the ghost cards? That's cool. I bet the mod community is having a field day with these. Deco is the best. All right, I'm looking at it right now. Got some little statues, all the evolutions. That's cool. Dang, these look sick. The fact that they have these means that they 3D modeled these characters, which means that you could probably get a hold of the models and 3D print them. Now these signs, are they only, you can put them outside the front of the shop? Oh, sick. Or are they like life-size statues, like full size? These arrows, do they actually direct people? Because that would be cool. I'm going to my tabletop as well. All right, I'll do that next. But where are my employees? All right, you're on restock. Okay. Oh, hold on. Whatever, dude. How do I get the money back? I forget. Right click on the money in the register. Oh, yep. This guy's probably like, I want my change back. 5, 6, 7. You can just have that. Space. There we go. I'm trying to remember. People are probably pissed it's taking so long to ring them up. I'm looking for this card. Do you want to trade? Sure, I don't care. Man, it's been so long since I played this game.
Hi, friend.
What's up?
All right, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna critique your business model.
Okay.
Set your dollar amounts, your prices, to round numbers.
Okay,
That way you don't have to hand out change. Like you don't have to hand out pennies and quarters and stuff.
I usually do. So something's happened because these boxes are
There you
no
go, right
longer round numbers, the spray, so something is updated with this stuff.
Yeah, and it's probably the update that you had, but you can see now you can make an employee set your prices daily for you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you click on one of them, you can say set prices, and then you can say like up 10% round, and he'll go to every item that one time in the day. He'll up their prices to whatever market value is, and then he'll do nothing. So you gotta watch him, and you can shut this off too. This card trading thing on the register, you can tell him you don't want to do card trading at this time, and people will stop talking to you.
Nice.
The posters and stuff I think just came out like a couple days ago.
So
I haven't played around with it yet.
Where do I?
What are you looking for?
where'd I turn off the card trading thing? Do you think?
Oh no, no. So you gotta go look at the register.
Okay.
It's like the front of the register. It'll be there's a sign. You gotta go to the front side of it.
Oh, yep.
And you have to just like click on it, not move it, but click on it.
I don't see a sign.
I don't think you have to. I think you can just click anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, right there. Right. Click to manage. Gotta find the right spot. You just had it. I don't. I'm in delay, so I can't see what you're seeing like right in. But I saw like 2 seconds ago you had the option to manage right there.
All right. Card trade. Boom. Done.
Yeah, you can turn that off. Yep. And then you can even like if you have checkouts and you don't have so many people, you can turn it off so people won't stand in line there. How was your day? Otherwise, so it sounds like you got to go do a few fun things before your headache kicked in.
Oh yeah, we do I have to do it at each register?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to tell you that. Sorry.
No, we went to a buddy of mine. He just moved back in town. He does YouTube for a living, so he just bought this awesome house, a huge piece of property, big swimming pool, big lake, like all this different stuff. So we went over for his daughter's birthday party, and I think she's like 5 now, and they have a son who's, I think he's like 3, and they're getting ready to have another baby. So that baby will be close to Charlie's age, and
Nice.
we went over there for her birthday party since they just moved back in town, and just hung out there all day and got to see a bunch of people that I haven't seen in like a decade.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I think the party started at 1. I think we left at like 5, so we were there for a long time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we kind of didn't really do too much this morning. We were just kind of getting some stuff. Joe was getting bread and stuff ready for the week. That's
You
quite a
got-
process, which usually starts at Saturday morning.
How much snow did you guys get?
I don't know what we got so far. It rained pretty much, like sleeted earlier, and then it snowed. We probably didn't get a ton of snow, and we're supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow, so it won't last. But we need any bit of moisture we can get, so it wasn't. So Lily is sleeping over at a friend's house, so we went and took her over there at like 1-ish for a birthday sleepover thing. And then what else do we do? Oh, so then we had to go to Walmart for something. Joe needed a couple baking things. And so I had mentioned a couple days ago that Menards Runnings was having a sale on Milwaukee tools. So she's like, "Oh, we should go there." And I'm like, I don't want to go and spend money. And Ethan's like, "Spend money, spend money." And I go, "What is this?" And I go, "Who taught you this?"
That a
Mom?"
boy.
And so we went in and like we were just looking, and next thing Joe just starts pulling stuff off the shelves. She's like, "This and that," and I'm like, "Okay, I guess we're not arguing with this, I guess." So we did that, and then what else did we do? So we came home, I cleaned the garage, got tool stuff put away. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for like holding tools and stuff.
Like power tools or like hand tools?
Um,
Or just tools in general?
no, like so my Milwaukee stuff is just kind of laying on a shelf. It's not really put away. It's not anything like really well organized. So I found some like 3D print stuff that I think would be pretty cool. Like it holds your 12-volt tool, like it clicks onto it, and then you actually have a slot for your battery to sit in, separated. Some other stuff. So
I'll DM you
probably-
some
maybe-
pictures of some of the stuff that I have. So I've got a couple 3D prints. I've got them mounted to the bottom of my work table in my garage. And my drills, my 18-volt drills, hang upside down, but they're the same pattern as the battery. So I click them into
I
it.
seen those for the 18 volts.
Yep. I like they make it for
12
they make it for the 12-volt too. You just can't hang it upside down.
Yeah, see, those are the ones I saw. Yeah, and I was looking for some different stuff. But anywho, so we did that, and then we came home, got stuff put away in the garage and all that stuff, and then I needed to clean some stuff up from fence and getting ready for fencing and stuff, and then went over what we're talking about, upgrading for the garage and adding onto the garage. We're talking about doing that, and so we did that, and then we came inside for like an hour or so, and then since we just had Ethan, we figure usually when something like this goes on, we try to go do something with Ethan so he doesn't feel like left out. So we went to eat. He wanted Tokyo. He wanted hibachi, so we went and ate hibachi. And then we went to Five Below, TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, and I don't
That's
know.
funny.
They
We
bought
went-
some stuff.
We went to all those places a day too before the
Oh, really?
birthday party. Yep.
It's funny. So we did that, and then we came home. And when we were coming home, it was already pretty snowy, and the weather was pretty heavy about that time. So we come home. My brother-in-law was snowballing across the street. I was like, "Oh, we ain't gonna do anything but sit on our butts. So let's just might as well get this driveway cleaned." So we did that, and yeah.
Yeah. Does
It's
the
kinda just-
when it snows, even though it didn't snow like a ton where you're at, does it mess up the grocery stores and stuff?
No, well, I mean we're pretty used to snow here, so it's nothing abnormal to us.
Mm-hmm.
It has to get pretty bad, like, well, so then like we had down on our interstate, it's about 30 miles away. We have a corridor stretch. It's always pretty bad, and we got reports that a bus flipped over, so we were through my work phone, so I was kind of watching that and stuff. Luckily, there was a few injuries, but nobody died or anything.
Oh,
So
that's good.
yeah, it was really today was just really weird because it rained and sleeted and got really wet and then snowed, and then we have people around here, you lived here and still act stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there's a free jam track in Fortnite.
That's how I feel about the people in Florida. Like, it rains here all the time, and people that have lived here their whole life still drive like idiots in the rain.
Yeah, it's just, it blows my mind. It's like you forgot last year what it was going to be like. It just, I don't know. It's kind of weird. What's in the Fortnite shop right now? Ooh, Mortal Kombat stuff.
They need to put a feature in this game where if I accidentally pick something up, I can just cancel it and not have to set it like back down.
Oh, they've got Scorpion. They've got Katana.
Oh yeah, my nephew, he's been my it's Jennifer's nephew, not one of my older ones, so he's like young, and his dad just built him a PC, and he's been playing Fortnite on the PC like for the first time, and he was telling me about all the Mortal Kombat stuff that was in there, but then also he's
I didn't even see it.
he was telling me he's like, man, it's so hard to play on mouse and keyboard. Like he's used to playing on controller and then also used to playing against console lobbies, and so he's just like, everyone's just so much better on PC. I'm having a hard time.
Crazy, the Mortal Kombat bundle is normally 9,100 V-Bucks and it's on sale for 3,600. It's got 3 skins, bunch of different poses. I might have spent on that. I think I'm gonna probably go back into our Lego world just because it's all the cool updates that have come lately.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, like we talked about, you can do what's called wall mounts, and at first they were just signs. You'd put something up and it looked like a sign. Well, now it's like it'll come out with like a little platform, and the item that you have in that chest will sit on that platform.
Oh.
That was the new stuff I was showing in tabletop. That was all added on from, I can't remember which gaming company.
Oh, they put all the deck boxes and sleeves and stuff in the tabletop store now.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Well, no, those are new. Those are Ultra Pro. So that was a deal. I'm guessing the company Ultra Pro.
Yeah, I was gonna
did, like,
say
a deal with these guys.
I have a bunch of Ultra Pro stuff just sitting next to me, like where
Yeah.
my One Piece stuff.
Yeah, that was done like, I think they added that like maybe 4 months ago, maybe.
What a good collab.
Yeah, I mean it made perfect sense. Now you can't get into the upstairs room though anymore.
Oh no, they fixed it.
They took the fun away. Ooh, John Cena's back in the store.
When John Cena first came in, I grabbed him immediately.
Ooh, an alien abduction bundle. Fortnite's just so crazy right now.
It is. Yeah, I had to stop.
Venom.
Like when we stopped
All the
playing and
Venom
went back to it, it was instantly like as soon as we started playing, my eyes started watering and my head started hurting. I was like, oh, this might be a little like too much for my eyeballs or something. I might need to get some blue light glasses. I don't know.
I don't know. I can only play so much of it. Fortnite, I can't do a ton of it. Like I usually get in there, do my rocket racing quests, and I get out. I
Mhm.
can't stay long term in it anymore. Helldivers was fun to go back into that.
Yeah, but
was
buddy
alright, I
Jack
did-
plays it religiously.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, he talks to me and Lee about it all throughout the week.
It was just nice, like jumping on, and it was like, oh, here's super credits. Oh, here's super credits. Oh, here's this. Here's
Mhm.
that. And it was like, I haven't played in forever, and you got all like, I have more super credits. I know what to do with. But then they added so many weapons and stuff. It's like, I don't remember all the stuff in this game. What are you guys gonna do tomorrow, Yang?
Probably wake up and go to the donut shop, like the local donut shop, and because we've been going and getting Charlie a donut on Sundays. The lady that works down there, she gives her like a free thing of donut holes,
Oh, really?
and then me and Jennifer usually get a donut while we're there, and then got some stuff around the house I gotta do, and after that I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do either. I'll probably be our normal Sunday, getting ready for the week, and probably
And
go early
we're-
in the morning.
Fortunately, we're not at that point yet with Charlie where we have to like start packing lunch, like all that different stuff.
Yeah, that's the only so my kids aren't entirely picky, but like I would say on average, like when the kids go to school, we're probably packing lunch 2 days of the week, maybe
Mhm.
3. But we usually do those the night before. We've actually got the kids in the habit now. They pack their own lunches. We don't do it for them.
Oh, that's good.
Just trying to teach them a little bit of, but so like we try to do meal prep though on Sunday of figuring out what we're gonna do for the week and food, and Joe's usually got to cook bread.
I probably need to go to the grocery store tomorrow now that you say that.
Yeah, that's Joe and her sister do that in the morning.
Yeah, I try to go in the morning on Sundays while, like, in the area that we live in, there is a ton of people, like, 65 to 85, that aren't in the nursing homes and stuff yet, because we have a lot of, like, elder, like, care, like, and they're really nice elder care places, because it's, like, rich people that have retired and moved down to Florida and they decided that's where they wanted to spend, the rest of the time that they have here.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is either one, they all get taken to the grocery store together, or they're still like there enough that they can drive. And so if you don't get there, but like if you're there when they're there, I mean you'll spend 2.5 hours in the grocery store before you get out. So on Sundays, most of the time they're in church in the morning. So it's like you can scoop in there while they're all in church and then do your grocery shopping. Because usually they go to church and then go to breakfast. So you have like a window.
Yep.
My guy, we have been closed for like an hour now. Why are you just sitting at this table?
I actually took all the tables out of my game. They don't make you don't make much money off of. I mean, you make money, but you don't make as much if you just so you only can have it. We didn't realize this. You can only have a certain amount of customers in your store.
Yeah.
So if you have people sitting at those tables, they're taking up customers that can walk in the door.
Yeah, I think the only reason I had the tables in here before we left is because depending on the event that you're running at your table,
100%.
like you get rare chances, but I think that's
No, and I get that.
I think that's the only benefit because, like you said, you don't make any money. Let's see here, stock order. I wish you could set up a recurring order.
I
Where
know.
it's
I
like
said the
add to
same thing.
cart.
I wish, you can get a mod to do it, but I'm like, I wish you could set, like, an inventory system or some way that it would just, or at least on the screen, tell you how many you have.
Yes.
That's my biggest, and I don't sell singles. That was the one thing I did quit doing. You make way less money on singles.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. There's a few updates I really wish they would have made, and that's like ordering. What it was like my number one. I'm like, stop making this so tedious. Or I said, make that a job for an employee.
True. That would make it a whole lot easier.
Like set how many. Hey, I want my shelves to be, or my storage shelves to always have 2. So if one's gone, you automatically just orders another one. Because like what you're doing right now is like the part I hate.
Yep. Especially like
But they,
not knowing which ones you need, so you're going back to look.
well, that's the nice part when you get far enough. Like for me, I have all the employees hired, even the slowest slow one, and I have like the 2 people checking out, everybody else is stocking shelves, and then I just kind of open packs, and then we'll occasionally look and like, okay, there's supposed to be 2 spots on a shelf. If there's not one box there, I know I at least need to order one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just leave crap laying outside if you really want to. Like I was watching a guy that was doing like at the beginning, like when this first came out, and his whole street was full of just full boxes, and he's like, because it doesn't matter, nobody's gonna steal them, and I'm never out of inventory.
Yeah, when I was watching Queso play when he first came out, like he just left everything out there.
He's played almost like every game. He did the grocery one, the fast food one.
He's a popular creator.
Yes, he is.
Did I put these in the wrong spot?
Yes, he is. There really hasn't been a lot of games I really want to play outside the normal stuff. It's just kind of boring right now.
Yeah, I haven't even really seen any like news on any games.
Did I see did the Borderlands movie come out this weekend?
Like out
The
on
actual
DVD.
movie, like into theater.
The Borderlands movie? I thought it's been out for a long time.
Maybe it has. Maybe it finally came out on. Maybe that's when it just came out on. I just seen Summit had tweeted about it, and he just said it wasn't very good.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were highly disappointed in it.
Everybody's like, well, think of it as just a high budget like a fan made movie, and they're like, no, you can't think of it that way. They spent a lot of money on a crappy movie.
Mm-hmm. I was excited when I heard Jack Black was going to be in it, playing as what's his face?
Claptrap.
Yep, Claptrap. And then I heard even like his parts were kind of phoned in.
I don't know. I wasn't too impressed after it sounded like Gearbox treated Mitsu like crap. So he's a content creator with Borderlands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard a bunch of people saying similar things. Come on, go where I want you to go. Where they were just like they should have consulted like the Borderlands community about it and like the top creators for Borderlands, and they didn't really do anything.
Not surprised though. The one I'm not looking forward to is the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, which is
I
another
was
one.
really
Like
hoping it.
the fact, like, why is Jason Momoa and Jack Black in the Minecraft movie?
Yeah, I know, right?
And like, they should have put. And I'm not even a Minecraft guy, but the fact they didn't put like Dream in the Minecraft
Yeah.
movie, which is like the biggest Minecraft creator in the world.
Yeah, I just don't understand the premise behind it. Is I guess where I'm struggling with it. Because of course the kids are like, "Ooh, Minecraft movie," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah, I think it's just they're looking at it as like, how can we sell toys, and not like how can we sell tickets to the
Yeah.
movie. Because if you want to sell tickets to that movie, you put the Minecraft community involved into it. If you want to sell toys to people like Ethan's age, you just put XYZ popular actor in this movie and make it somewhat watchable, and the kids will tell their parents they want to go watch it, and then the kids will tell their parents they want the toys when they go to Walmart and see them.
Well, that's what Lily was like. Why is the Aquaman in this show? Like, great question, honey.
I did the one thing I will tell you about the Minecraft movie. I haven't seen it, but I've seen like them doing the interviews. Is apparently Jason Momoa leaked that he's gonna be Lobo in one of the DC movies, like during one
Yeah,
of the
that's what I
Minecraft
heard.
interviews.
Yeah, that's what I heard. The
And-
funny part is we were just watching Aquaman today in the Lost Kingdom.
And I do like Lobo as a character. Like, he's one of my favorites from the comic books because he's just hilarious. But and if anybody's gonna play him, that dude is like the perfect person to play him.
And either ranked racing is just messed up tonight or something.
the other funny thing is that Jason Momoa went from like Game of Thrones serious, like actor, kind of thing, and now he's like in Minecraft and Aquaman, and in the Justice League Aquaman, he was a lot more serious and cool than he was in like the Aquaman movie. In the Aquaman movie, he's kind of goofy.
You need to turn your shelves around. That would drive me nuts.
I
Your storage ones.
I just don't worry about it anymore because that dude comes here and does it.
Well, the reason if you flip them, you can see if you have one box or two boxes on your shelf. Like right now, you look at some of them and you only see one box from one side, but you go to the other, you see two. So if you flip them, you know if you've got they'll always take off. The first box will always go to one side.
Ah,
So if you like flip them, then you know like when you're talking about, hey, do I need to order something? Well, if there's supposed to be two boxes there and there's none, chances are you have to order one. But if there's one box and you can see it, you don't have to guess if there's a second box behind it. And now I see they fixed where you don't have to follow the snapping tool anymore either. Thank God.
oh, to like set your stuff.
Like, yeah, you can like hold your right click and it won't. If you hold your right click when you're moving it, it won't do the snapping thing. Like, so you can get stuff kind of more positioned a little better with it.
Oh, that's a good
They
update because that used to bother
just
me.
did it. That was one I've been griping about for a while. This decorations one kind of came out of nowhere because that wasn't the update that was supposed to come out before Christmas.
I wonder if they had to put it out for the collab.
I see Lee's been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed.
I can never tell if it's Cody, or Lee's wife that's playing.
Oh
some
yeah,
of the
I guess
games.
that's right. They're all playing on the same thing. That's right.
Yeah, so more than likely it's Lee.
I guess if it was Lee, I figured he'd have said something at work about it.
Yeah, Lee knows I don't play the Assassin's Creed game, so he usually doesn't talk to me about them. Like I played the first one, and then after that, they just kind of, to me, they got worse and worse and worse. But him and Cody are super into Assassin's Creed. But I think Lee stopped playing them because, like, the last two games were really bad, and he was disappointed.
Yeah, I haven't played him in a while.
But I know, like, a lot of times if you see Leon, like, he was on, when I first went live, he was on Assassin's Creed. But usually that's, like, the kids are sleeping in the room or something that he's in.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to, like, get into voice chat or anything like that, or play, like, a game that needs communication.
Which makes sense.
Mhm.
What's Cody been doing this weekend?
Cody is out of town. He's still in California, but they got him working out of town. That's why he's like, I'm done. He's like, this sucks. Because especially since he just moved, like, they just him and
moved
his
into his new
roommates.
place.
Yeah, and he's like, I haven't even got to stay there yet.
Yeah, it's the only downside about what he does is sometimes that happens.
Mm-hmm. That and I guess they've been doing like a lot of like working late and all kinds of crap because people haven't been doing their jobs properly.
I would say that I'm shocked, but that would be a lie. Far off. Oh, I'm halfway through Diamond 2. Oh, certs. Oh, yikers. Pour a cocktail here shortly. No, The Accountant's pretty close coming out. That comes out this month.
I know. I'm excited for it.
I was
liked,
too.
Yeah, I liked the first one.
It's funny. I was watching The Accountant one day, and I was just like, man, I wish they'd make a second one. And I just Googled it, and I'm like, oh wait, they are.
Mm-hmm. I've been watching the new Daredevil. I'm not. Are we fully caught
I'm
up
to
now?
episode 3 right now.
I think. Yeah, I think Jennifer and I caught up yesterday, because we were like 3 episodes behind, and then I was just like, oh, let's watch Daredevil, and like episode 2, because I'd watched episode 1, and she had watched half of episode 2, so I had to start from episode 2, and episode 2, 3, and 4, they're all like they're good enough that I just didn't want to get up, so I just binge watched the rest of them.
Yeah, I was in the middle. Had something else going on, so I got to watch the third one, and then I wanted to right after he got shot in the head. I was like, oh, I want to watch the next one. And I was like, nope, can't. Got other things to do.
Well,
Unfortunately,
the second one's where the dude gets shot in the head, right? Episode 2.
no, the third one is because the first one sets up
Oh yeah,
how
the first
how
one
he
was
becomes,
Foggy.
or he's getting ready to run for mayor. The second one, he becomes mayor, and then he starts the court appearance trial. The third one is when they clear him out of his trial,
So
and then he gets shot at the end.
I'm trying to think now. Is there 5 episodes out then now?
I think so.
Okay, so
Because I was 2 weeks behind, and so last week when I watched episode 3, 4 was already out, and then 5 just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been watching that, and of course Reacher's done with now. So
Yeah, I gotta watch the last episode of Reacher. I haven't seen the last episode yet.
I just kind of get annoyed that show's only 8 episodes.
That's true. It's good. Makes you just want to keep watching.
Yeah, it does. And then we've been watching The Pit. That's been pretty good.
The Pit. I've seen that. Is it good? I see it like pop up.
Yeah, it's with Noah Wiley from the ER series.
Mm-hmm. I like Noah
And it's,
Wiley from. See, it's funny you say ER. I love
Librarian?
The Librarian, which is one of my all-time favorites. I've been trying to get Lee to watch
Great
it.
show.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Lee to watch it. But also,
I shouldn't say show, it's a movie, but
say that one more time.
I shouldn't say show, it's a movie.
Well, no, they came out with the show. Have you not seen the show?
Yeah,
The
no, they did.
Librarians? Okay.
But I just think of it as because of the movies that
Yep.
came out on TV.
Well, those were
And turned it
that
into
was
a
my
show.
introduction. They those are the best. And then when they came out with the show, I wish he was more part of the show, but I get what they were trying to do. But I like one of my favorite series he was in was Falling Skies. If you
Okay, yep.
I would say if you haven't watched Falling Skies, you got that show was great, especially into the later seasons.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the format of 24. So it's there in the Pittsburgh emergency room, and it's called the Pit, is why they call it that.
Gotcha.
And it's like every episode is covering an hour of a single day. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little different. And they say now it is the most accurate, like authentic medical show that's ever been put out, because they've got some parts you're like, ugh.
I wonder if Jennifer's watched it. She likes those medical shows.
Like, this won't ruin it. One episode, they're giving birth to a baby, and it literally shows the baby
Oh my god.
coming out. I mean, they go pretty graphic. I mean, it's super realistic. Like, so we got into that show. I shouldn't say maybe I do more than the other. And what else are we watching? Tracker, the new season of Tracker started.
Tracker, I watched
And the
like 1 or
Hunting
2
Party.
episodes. I not that I didn't like it. I just something else was coming out, and I was
Yeah.
so I watched Tracker, and then the next day whatever I was waiting for came out. But that show wasn't too bad. Tracker's got Dean from Supernatural. I can't remember his name right now.
Yep.
But he's like
Yep.
the brother or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good show. And then what's the other one? Oh, and then we've been trying to get into The Hunting Party.
I don't think I've seen that. Like even seen any.
It was pretty. I can't remember which. I think NBC maybe. It's about a secret like silo prison full of serial killers that like nobody's supposed to know about. It like explodes, and then these people have to track down these serial killers. It's It's weird. I don't know. So that's what we've kind of been watching. I mean, I haven't been able to watch. It's funny, like everywhere we go. So like tonight, we're going to all these places, and we're like, hey, there's One Piece stuff. Hey, there's One Piece stuff. Hey, there's One Piece stuff. And I don't even think I've watched a One Piece episode in like, I don't know, weeks.
Oh, they're so good.
They just One Piece is, everyone's been waiting for it to come back on because it's been on a 6-month hiatus. But they just released the dub, like the last season of it that came out was still all in Japanese. So me and Lee and Cody, we all watched in Japanese because it's like we're not waiting, you know, however long. And they just released it all in dub. So I'm watching it right now in the English. But they also went back and like remastered a bunch of like the really, really old stuff like Fishman Island and redid the animation. But One Piece it's getting more and more popular. Like the
100%
the Mariners are doing a collaboration with them now. The Major League Baseball team, the Mariners, they're doing like a big thing like the Lakers did.
Let's see what I get for bonus points out of box today. 2 extra. Ooh, thanks. Pungy Penguins. I don't even know what's on the marketplace for One Piece right now. Let's see what I can afford. The top item being sold right now. Well, I want English. I don't want the Japanese ones. Come on. Load. Sometimes this market's nuts. Come on. There we go. Okay. Enter the huddle TCG. There's no English. Let's see the English version. What's the most expensive?
Pretty sure this dude just stole from my store. He walked out with a bag, and he didn't check out with my employee or me.
Sometimes they can go buy, and then they can go sit and play cards, and then they can leave. So he might have already paid long ago. Why
The only reason I don't think he did tape, I just opened the doors. Like, I just opened for the day. He walked in. I was, like, following him. So he didn't check out with anybody. He just walked out with a bag.
What can I afford for cards? I don't want to see all the Japanese cards. It's not letting me just load the English.
Hey, yo, Stinky, how'd you get past my thing?
Oh, that One Piece Beast card you opened not long ago?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 9 scale version of it selling for 1,650 bits unboxed. So kind of lower end, but what else do they have? One Piece Japanese premium foil Don Gecko Mara, same card but Gecko version of it is same.
That dude has the most annoying laugh in One Piece. So much, like, it's like a meme in the One Piece community.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. But that's one thing in One Piece. When Oda wrote it, every character has a weird laugh, and he writes out how it sounds. So it's funny to hear when the people that do the voiceovers try to bring that to life when they do the animations. So like his is like she, and so they just said it how it was written.
That's funny. What was this card I could get? 2024 One Piece Premium, the best Dracul.
This guy just bought a $415 single. Thank you, sir. Come again.
Yeah, some of them are pretty good. Like those people, like that, what they buy and don't buy it. Who's Dracul? Is that a good card? Is that a good person?
Does he have a big sword and like mutton chops?
Yes.
He's one of the coolest characters in the show. He is considered the world's best swordsman.
They got one 8.55 graded card for sale.
Most people know him as Mihawk. His name is Dracul Mihawk.
What's the most expensive card I can afford right now? These bets. 20. Closer. We're at the max. Okay, I can the highest card. Let's look for the highest American card. Japanese. I don't know why it's not letting me sort American today. 2023 One Piece Kingdom of Intrigue alternate art Tribal card scored 10 out of 10. It's interesting.
Me and Lee have been trying to figure out who's buying the One Piece cards in our area. So Lee checks the town over. I check the town that I live in, and also the town to the south of us. And Target never has them, even though they get plenty in. But whoever is going there on like stocking day and buying them all or something. Cause,
oh really?
Yeah, yeah. Target's always out. Walmart's always out. Five Below's always out. And then the card shops, you're lucky if you can get them because they sell them so fast. The other thing, we were talking to like one of the local card shops, and they have to pre-order. Like, so OPO 10 just came out, like maybe like a week ago was the release or something like that. They had to order OPO 10 6 months in advance. So they were saying like,
interesting.
Yeah, they were saying that, you know, it's bad for the game itself because players that are trying to build decks and compete and stuff, you know, they can't get the cards, and because the card shops can't. It's hard for them to order like a ton of them 6 months in advance. For one, you have to have like, you get allotted a certain amount unless you're like a gold star store with Bandai and stuff, and then you can get more. But also, like, they don't know, like, the game could die tomorrow, and then they've ordered and prepaid 6 months in advance. So, like, they'd be stuck with unsellable cards. So they're trying to be cautious with how many boxes they're ordering, especially with Walmart and all them are competing with their market too.
Our store still hasn't picked up any yet.
That's crazy.
Like, we have our local card shop, and they're like, nope, we still don't have any. I was like, what?
The card shop that me and Lee find the most of them at, they're like they're a pretty big card shop in Florida, but they mostly specialize in Magic. Like, the guy who owns it is like a Magic Nationals champion, like from back in the day, and one of the employees was also a Magic National champion. It's fun to go in there and watch them like just beat down these people that come to the store, because they'll be like, oh yeah, we're so good at Magic, blah blah blah, and this like 65-year-old man pulls his deck off, like he has it like on his belt. He's got it there, and he's just like, would you like to play a game then? And they just go and smoke them. But they were telling us that they're gold level Bandai members, and like their allotment is still super super low, and so they were like they don't know how many packs the other people get, but they're like, if we're gold and we're only getting this many packs, or like we can only imagine what non-Bandai affiliate stores, how hard it is for them to get the cards. But then also, like, even if you are Bandai affiliate but you're only like silver or bronze level, like they may only get like a case of like 20 packs.
The highest American card on here is a 2022 One Piece Luffy, One Piece promo super pre-release winner Monkey D. Luffy. It's a #1 PSA 10 gem mint, and it's selling for 579,000
Holy shit.
bits or gems. And so how much is up? So to get 55,000 or 5,000, so it's pretty much okay. $500. 50,000 divided by 500. 50,000 divided by 500. So that means it's $100. Am I just stupid? Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Is it $1? No. $10? No, it'd be 100. Okay, so it's $1. So it's $1 for every 100. Okay, so go back to market, please. How did I lose that? I wanted to figure out how much that was going for. Real life money. Divided So that's so it's a $5,000 card.
That's crazy because the like the most expensive card, where'd that stinky guy go? The most expensive card that I can remember, like when the card game, that would have been like OPO6 or something like that, was when they released the manga cards, and the manga Gear 5 Luffy came out, and it sold for like it was selling for like $6,000 or something like that, and that was like the when they first came out. So for that card to be going for that much, that's nuts.
The most expensive card on the site right now, and it's a Japanese card. It's a one-piece Japanese official event top prize Monkey D. Luffy, 500 PSA, 10 gem, is over 11 million. So that would be. I just can't do easy math because I'm stupid. I gotta quit hitting that button. Would be $115,000 card.
Holy cow!
Now, clearly, that's what you'd have to pay in gems. Who knows what the actual market value price for that is?
Mm-hmm.
I only come here to get my free bits. I might open a pack or two and then turn around and sell them right back. Oh, I got my Fortnite stuff done now. What do I do? Yikers.
Don't like how this employee, if there's not a shelf for the box, he'll just leave it in front of any random shelf.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing, is if there's not enough storage space, he just drops them on the floor and just leaves it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the pricing thing's kind of nice, where you can like pick that one guy who's like the slowest of these slow employees, who can't do anything fast. All I do is make him do price stuff, and he usually can get through everything in one day. I just have him do a 10% markup, round it, and call it a day. I'm pretty close to having, I think I'm like level 62 or something like that.
I'm at 32 right now.
See here, so I can get see if I can get any part of the drops here. Sorry. I'm gonna drop 7 minutes. Every like 20, what is it? Every half hour they do like a gem pot of 2,000, and you can enter to get a pool of it. And I've like to just sit here and see if I get lucky. Oh, yikers.
Man, these
Or did
people
I
were
do
getting
that
a
to
deal. I hadn't brought anything up to market price in so long.
So you're just giving it away.
Apparently.
That's why you're selling it so well. That's what guys do to like power rank this game, is they say they will create their shop, leave it as small as possible. They put the checkout, they put in one like deal, and all it's filled is with booster box of one kind, and it's at market price and no markup, and they just sit there and rack XP up.
Oh yeah.
And the only thing they'll do is when the next booster box comes up, they'll get rid of the old booster box, and they'll only sell that booster box, and they just keep doing that until then they just gain their money and their rank. I've thought about starting the game over and just trying it and see how it goes.
Well, besides selling at market value, that's pretty much how like a real card shop, like we're only selling the new stuff. We're not gonna stock the old stuff. Not unless the old stuff is super rare, and then we could sell it for a fortune.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I might try that. I might just load the game up and try that. And I'm just gonna start a new shop over with, and I'm not doing any expansions, and we're just literally just gonna sell boxes. I'll eventually hire an employee, and he can just stock, and he can just do checkouts, all stock shelves. And I only have to keep track of one item. I haven't pulled a ghost card in forever though. I've been opening packs like it's going out of style, and I still haven't pulled a ghost lately.
I've got 6 in my cabinet, but only one like.
I've bought most of mine.
I haven't bought. Oh no, there's 7 in my cabinet. I don't think I bought any of them.
Yeah, like I'll sometimes have one checkout open doing card deals, but I'll decline all of them unless it's to buy one of those cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. I'll jump on it after this timer runs out. Oh, we're not getting cocktail too that bourbon I bought or whatever, that Rio, it's like a cinnamon roll.
Oh.
The guy, like when I bought it, like, so we got new people that bought our liquor store, and so it's not the guy who's been around, so I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of like fearing it. But like this guy, so they did their normal bourbon night. I was out of town, so I couldn't go to it. But so like the guy will just post on Facebook, hey, I've got these 10 bottles, first come, first serve.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just throw out random. So this one happened to be one. He threw out like 2 bottles, and they were gone within 20 minutes or whatever. People were down there buying them. So I was like, oh, I'll just go in there. So I went down there, and he had none left out. And I was like, oh, and I walked kind of around. He's like, you looking for some? I was like, oh, I was just seeing if you had any more of that Rio in. And he's like, well, I kind of put some out like 2 hours ago, and people took them all. He's like, but I can't remember what I said to him. And he's like, I'll take care of you. And so he went to the back room, and he comes out, and he's like, I only have like 3 bottles left, so here you go. Here's one of them.
Nice.
And then like the other day, I think on Friday or whatever, they put out like 2 bottles of Buffalo Trace and some other stuff. So he goes, I'm trying to make it a little different. Like, I don't want to put all the good stuff out. He's like, I want to do these drops to get people in here. And I'm like, hey, it makes sense to me.
I wish our liquor stores, man, they don't do anything like that. It's just if they've got it, they've got it. If they don't, they don't.
The guy who did own it, he used to not do that. He was just like, if I have it, I have it. If I don't. We could ask him for stuff. And we were in there enough. We used to be in there enough, which is sad. But we'd like walk in, and he's like, hey, I got something new I want you to try. And he'd just give it to me. Because like we were one of the first person to try like that Bud Light. Was it Next, I think, was when that new seltzer came out.
Oh, yeah,
here.
yeah.
And we tried it, and I'm like, I'm good. Like, it tastes like bleach and chemical to me. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think I ever tried it. I saw it, but why did I drop you? I saw it, but I used to drink beer pretty often, but I always feel bloated after I drink beer, so I kind of stopped drinking beer and just switched over to just the bourbon. And then when I was on my diet, when I was losing all that weight, there's no carbs in bourbon, so.
Yeah, I primarily am only drink beer in the summertime if I am. And I try to drink lighter stuff just because, but I'm with you, like with carbs and stuff, it's like, I'm good, so I would rather just have cocktails. Actually, usually during the summer, I'm usually having like vodka water or something like to that extent.
Why is that different now? Did I put the wrong box up there? At least here, it's always so hot that people are drinking beer all the time, like nonstop. And I don't mind it if I'm outside working or something like that, like and it's hot out and I'm sweating, drinking just like a really light beer through there, because I can put them away like water, but I'm also sweating so much that I don't get like bloated. But if I'm just like going out to dinner, man, if I drink one beer with dinner, I feel like I ate 3 meals.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you. It's tough.
I just remembered that if I hold shift, I can
They
run
run.
faster. Yep.
I never hold shift tight, ghost forget. I've like revamped my store like a couple times now, so I make it so like the customers can only walk so far, and I've made it like so how you've got it where your guys can walk through that side right there where your like racks are.
Mm-hmm.
I put a trash can right there, and that way they can't, so they can only grab stuff from this side, so it speeds them up from being able to get behind and grab stuff. They only can get to it from one side.
Oh yeah.
There's little stupid things like that that I'm like just playing with of how do I make this run better. Alright, next drop. See if we can get lucky. Count me in.
I also don't remember being able to double stack boxes in this game.
What do you mean?
Like these smaller boxes.
Yeah, that must have been something they added at the beginning, because I don't remember that either.
What's up, Danny? Danny, you're home late. Ah, you went to watch wrestling. Nice.
Wrestling.
You missed some kid asking the other team to report me because I wouldn't surrender.
I'm gonna get cracked, so I'll be right back.
Or Roger. Oh, I say you missed some kid on my team in Rivals asking our team and the enemy team to report me because I was griefing because I would not surrender the game after the as soon as the second round started, this guy was trying to surrender and was just staying inside of the spawn and not healing or anything, and he had convinced the other teammates to surrender too, and I was like, I'm not surrendering. So then, instead of playing the game, he's like, please report Floridian for griefing, blah, 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 blah. Sound like a baby back bitch.
Yeah, the funny thing was like he said that and some guy on the other team was like, no.
Wait, whoa, I can't start. You can't have two shots going at once?
What?
Maybe because I haven't saved, I've always just relied on autosave. So I'm going to try saving and then going back in. Save. Save here.
I don't know where Lee is, Danny.
Quit. Oh, I didn't mean to quit all the way back. He's hanging out with all his friends.
Probably.
Save file up. If I hit, do I dare hit this button?
Ooh, I don't know. It's a big decision.
Save file already exists.
Danny said hello, tape.
Danny. Oh, okay. So your new game will now be your autosave. Well, I'm gonna click it. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Worst case, doesn't go well.
How was wrestling, Danny? Just okay. Nobody got sent to the hospital or nothing. Was it just you and Joe, or did the boys go too? I bet Blake loves going to watch wrestling matches.
Sir, I appreciate you. Even change. I like it. Forgot the first day you have to just sell packs before you can move anything.
Traumatized. Did they think he was one of the dwarf wrestlers and bring him into the ring or something? How'd he get traumatized?
We can move. Okay, perfect.
A tag team who knows us used him to amp the crowd. They took his Cheetos and ate his pizza and threw it across the room. Joe and I laughed our asses off, but it upset him. That would have traumatized me too. Waste a perfectly good piece of pizza. But those guys are now good guys, so he made him go, and they loved on him. Aw. Is that why it was just okay? Because Blake didn't get bullied? Hey, what's up, you Matt Murdock knockoff looking dude?
I want to buy a play table. We have to do it to get through this. That's right.
There's other reasons. Roger.
I keep forgetting my numpad does that.
I know my one piece keyboard that I have now that I use for the PC doesn't have a numpad, and so it's a shorter keyboard too. So I'll like reach over to hit the numpad, and I'll just like hit my desk, and I'm like, oh, they don't have one of those right now.
Well, I have my mute and deafen button set to the numpad, and so like when I just type in like credit cards, it's like boom. Somebody come and play with him so I can get this table out of here.
You posted a couple pics in the Discord. Let's check them out. What? He's got a mohawk right now? That's sick. So the guy on the left, Danny, the guy without the hat, he looks just like this this guy up north that does HVAC videos on TikTok. I guess I haven't seen a picture of him recently then, because the last picture I saw of him, he did not have that mohawk. Those two guys are twins? Did they give him that shark, or is that just one of his sharks? That looks like the sharks from what was that old cartoon? Street Sharks. Yeah, Street Sharks. That's what it was. Yep.
Sorry, we no longer sell single packs here. Get what you get and you don't throw fit.
It is a street shark. Called it. But he wanted to take a pic with it. He was scared to death. I should have videoed. Those are big guys. I'd be scared too. The guy looks like he'd eat me.
He'd eat me.
Danny, I want you to know that I bought Charlie a a baby doll today at Target, and it's it has like a Disney outfit on, and there's a Beauty and the Beast one, and Jennifer said, "Oh, look, you can get her the Beauty and the Beast one. Danny would love that." And I said, "No, never. I refuse. I will die before I do that."
I didn't really think I was going to get as much backlash out of that last night as we did. I knew it'd get Danny fired up, but I didn't think it'd get Danny that fired up.
As far as I'm concerned, your daughter has the closest to perfect tier list.
We watched Raya today. We watched Hercules today. Well, they were on TV.
Oh yeah. Hercules is like The Emperor's New Groove and Hercules, both great movies and both had good TV shows.
If I had saw The Emperor's New Groove on the bottom, my bracket would have been different.
Mm-hmm. Which was El Dorado a DreamWorks?
I honestly can't remember.
Because that one was good too.
Oh yeah, Road to El Dorado was good.
And then, which one is the one that isn't making movies anymore?
Isn't making movies anymore.
Yeah, the studio shut down. They were a DreamWorks Pixar-esque studio.
Can you come up with a movie they made?
I'm trying to think. It's a popular movie too. It would be like Shrek, you know what I mean? Whereas like a super popular movie. But they only did a couple.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, yep.
They would have been known for Ice Age.
Yes. Ice Age, and there's one other one besides Ice Age 2 that they were really popular for. But Ice Age definitely was, like, I think their biggest hit. Danny said she'll buy the doll. The cool thing about these dolls, Danny, is you don't have to buy a whole new doll. You can just buy the outfits.
Well, in just not too long, it's going to be your birthday, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Except if Beauty and the Beast doll shows up. That's going to be a different conversation.
Yeah. Right to the fire pit. What is the name of said doll? I'd have to go out there and
Dude,
look.
why do you have that many sprayers around your building?
Me?
Yeah.
I have these two here, and I have this spare one that's not turned on. But these two, you weren't able to resell your stuff back at the time, and so I already had.
Now you can.
Yeah, I already had the two small ones, and so then I got the bigger one, and so I just put the two small ones there, and I kept this one over here for when I expand the building.
That's the only reason I bought the other shop, the other one, like the expansion to the other room, is because you can put a one on each, like one on the other side of the wall, and it will spray through.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do one on this side, and that way they both spray at the same time, and they'll catch every stinky person that walks through.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of the box, Danny. I don't remember the name now. It was at Target. They have like a whole collection of different dolls, and they come with the different outfits on them from like the rip. Like hers is Snow White. There's one with like it's Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, but it's a onesie, like a hoodie. But I think the thing that they sell these dolls on is like you only have to buy one of the dolls, and then you can just buy the little outfits.
You're gonna go to your PO box one day, and it's just gonna be full of baby stuff. You're gonna be like, "Why do I have this PO box?"
It's funny is I get other people's mail on my PO box for some reason, like just random people's like mortgage statements and stuff, and I give it to the postmaster so many times, like gone up to the front and like, hey, this isn't my mail, that now I just leave it in there because I'm just like, it's not like after the 10th or 11th time of like having to like go out of my way, because the way our PO box is set up is the PO boxes are in a basically a separate building than the rest of the post office. Like it has its own separate entrance and everything. So if I want to go give these people this mail that's not mine, I have to go to my PO box, unlock it, get my stuff out, walk out of that building, walk down to the next building, go in, wait in line, to get up, then give the.
It makes it work for you.
Exactly, and usually I check
wonder
the
if
PO
you could
box
just
during like on my lunch break or something. Like when I'm in town, I'll stop by it. It's like I don't have the extra time to kill.
I wonder if you could just take the mail out of the PO box, okay, take it with you, and if it's wrong, like put return to sender, wrong address, or wrong PO box, whatever, and then just stick it back in your mailbox with the flag up, and that way they'd take it.
Maybe. I wish they would just put a drop off thing in the PO box. Like just the like the mailboxes that just have the slit in it. So like if you get
and that way you could just drop it right back in there.
Exactly. I'm gonna try to remember to go to the post office next week. LOL. I'm bad about going to the post office. Who was I telling? I think I was telling one of the younger guys that works with us. I was like, yeah, I gotta go to the post office after work. And they were like, we have a post office? And I was like, yeah, where do you think the mail comes from? And he goes, oh, I figured it's just like in a warehouse somewhere. And it came through, and I was like, no, I did. We have a post office. The mail goes to the main distribution, and then it gets sent out to whatever post offices that are in the vicinity of the mail. Then it gets sorted and delivered from there. It's like, and there's PO boxes and stuff like that. And he was like, what's a PO box? So I had to explain to him what a PO box is. And I was like, why would anybody want that? And I was like, well, for one, like just privacy, like having your stuff not sent directly to your home. I was like, but most businesses, if they don't have a brick and mortar, use a PO box, like because they can use the address of the post office as the address for the company. Oops. Items will be lost if checkout is not finished. Cancel.
Your thing is sitting on my kitchen table in a box. You just need to send it.
I have
Good job,
stuff.
Danny.
I have stuff for you and Danny that I have to send out, and I have to find. I think I can go to the post office and get the if it fits it ships boxes.
Oh.
Because I'm bad at like packaging and then like trying to guess like the size and then take them to get it weighted or weight or whatever.
Well, that's like what I did with you guys' boxes. I had a couple you fit it ship boxes, so I'm like, I'm just going to accept Cody's. Cody's was a different conversation.
I have to, the sad part where I work is we send stuff out FedEx and UPS all the time. And and Zach and Lee both worked for UPS at one point in time. So I could probably just bring the stuff to the shop and give it to Zach and be like, get this sent out,
Get this out of here. It's funny you say that, like, so it was like maybe a week or so ago. Mail has not been the greatest in our place. And Joe's like, I thought LJ said he was sending us something around Christmas time and we haven't got it. Should we tell him that we didn't get it? And that way, like, if he sent it, like,
I haven't sent it.
no, and it's fine, but we were just like, maybe he just never sent it and he hasn't said anything. Like, hey, did you guys get my package? So we were just like, we're just not going to worry about it.
Nope, it is sitting literally in front of the cabinets in my kitchen. And I have to keep Charlie out of it all the time.
That's funny.
I'm going to try to get that done this week.
Buy a card table. I don't want a card table. Buy a card table and put it in the shop. That's what no, I don't want to. Card table. I will buy one and put it. Oh, I have to sell it, don't I? Oh, I hate having to get out of this, like, beginner stuff. This is stuff I don't want to have. I don't want to sell cards. shop, sir. You're only gonna buy one thing, you cheap butt.
Have you watched any of the Invincible stuff?
Yeah.
Are you caught up? Like you watched this the most current season?
Yes. You're good. You're good.
I was just gonna recommend it if you hadn't, because we were talking about
yeah,
stuff to watch.
I love Invincibles.
The when you were just saying, if you're not gonna buy anything, you could just leave my store. All I could think about is I wouldn't even make you a slave on my planet.
That's. I've got this card. Okay. Even when I like market price it, round it up, it's like 2 pennies. But I'm only doing it because I need to get this stupid part done. You get that you just can't give away cards, I guess. Do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. More card out. This is the only time I'm dealing with change, people. Ma'am. Sure, you smell, but we don't discriminate. Thank you for coming.
So we had my dad's birthday party last weekend. My sister and stuff was down from Georgia. We had like a birthday party at his house, so like a bunch of his friends were over there. And my dad's an older guy, so his friends are older people. And I guess my dad was telling them like, oh yeah, my son, like trying to tell them like, oh yeah, he streams like online, you know, on the weekends and stuff like that. But the way he described it is like, I must have had 15 people come up to me, how's your podcast? And I was like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, don't you have like a podcast like Joe Rogan? And I was like, no, I don't. But I mean, I appreciate you asking.
But no, that's not me. Yeah, I was wearing my my podcast shirt from Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we were at buying stuff and this guy goes, so do you play video games or something? He asked my wife. My wife's like, well, he tried to explain it like, this is where he got it from. It's a friend of ours.
Yeah, it's a
He streams some video and he streams some video games in the air. Oh, you know, blah blah blah. I'm like, I just want to go back to the Tim thing and be like, I'm an online male entertainer.
Yep. I shake it on the internet for money.
Dude, that's hilarious. Where you store that box? The big one.
Oh, the big one.
On the back rack in the lower space, you just throw it in the
right
back up there.
Oh wait, I didn't put that there.
Oh, I meant the one that's up on your shelf.
Yeah, I didn't put that there. I just noticed it. That guy put it there.
Sir, if you just bought a 5-cent card and you handed me a $10 bill, what is wrong with you? You know what? I just can't. I can't just give it to you. Should have just handed you like a extra money and just said, "Get out of here." I'm only doing this because I have to get a challenge done. Can I just give you $6? Take the extra penny. I don't. Penny's good for you. Merry Christmas.
Nothing makes you feel richer than being like, keep the extra penny. I can't believe that guy put that box on that shelf. I've never seen him do that.
I haven't either. That's why I was like, interesting. But I also don't have the low shelves. I only have the top ones.
I think the 2 low shelves were the very first shelves that I ever bought. And once again, you couldn't like sell them back at the time. So I just was like, well, make use of them.
Sorry, boys, we're only selling boxes from here on out. I'm looking for basic card pack. I don't care. Eve.
But I want to start playing. I need the starter decks.
Then buy the boxes. We only sell boxes here. I named my new store Joe's Bitch.
Which Joe, though? That's the thing.
Joe with an E, so not my wife.
Ah.
What was your question, honey? Is that Danny's store? You can't even buy some of this stuff. Like the shop customization stuff. Oh, you can buy some of it. You just can't buy the floor stuff. You're not gonna bake bread at 10 o'clock at night? Oh, why not?
Oh, why not?
That's what she just said. She's like, well, why not? Look at you guys just making money today. Can't wait till I can hire some. Oh, I'm out of cards. It's not good. Can't have that.
Danny said, funny, I was thinking about making a cake at 11 o'clock at night. Some of my best cooking and baking happens past midnight.
Ooh, that's gonna be nice. I'm gonna make that a $20 box. No 18, so 20s. Better hand me a $20 bill. Bam, buy. The sad part is with my other store, like I have everything unlocked. I mean, everything each level. Like, I had such a great organized store.
She said, I'm gonna make a peanut butter and jelly cake. What is that? Is that like a loaf
What?
pan with like bread, peanut butter, bread, jelly, bread, peanut butter, bread, jelly, like just stacked up? What is a peanut butter and jelly cake?
The funniest part I did not think about when I named my store Joe's Bitch, that when you look into the review section, really like Joe's Bitch.
Joe's bitch is the
does
cleanest.
not sell basic card packs. Oh my god, I did not think of this.
You saw it on TikTok? And you trust to put it in your stomach? Have you seen the people, Danny, on TikTok that put like all the foam and food coloring and glitter in their toilets? And they're like, oh, it's so satisfying. Yeah, no, I don't trust none of those. Like, don't trust nothing off TikTok.
This has been the greatest marketing strategy ever. I set my boxes to $20. I only have one type of box. Everybody pays in $20 bills, like nice round numbers. So it's like,
You're
gonna
gonna
work.
You're gonna run out of 20s.
Sure,
I mean,
appreciate you.
no,
You
you
just
won't.
bought
Because they're all paying in
Bought
20s.
You just bought all the stuff. Thank you. What's my rent on this place?
Just rename your store Oops All 20s.
Ooh. $67
Have you
rent
seen
payment.
the people who fill up their washer with a bazillion different cleaners at one time? That's what I'm talking about, but with the toilets, Danny. I haven't seen the washers. But, like...
Nope, I don't watch TikTok just for this reason that you speak of. I'm about ready to get rid of Twitter.
I don't ever go on Twitter. But I didn't grow,
I
didn't grow
scroll
up
it,
with
but
Twitter.
man, it is getting so horrible.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with Twitter, and then when I was in high school and stuff, I didn't have like really any social medias. Just kind of didn't want any. So I don't really understand how Twitter works. Like, I mean, I get like how it works, but like the feeds and like tweeting and adding and stuff like that, it just seems so like so much work.
I figured all that out, and the only reason I really had it was because of video game people. Like that was just a way that they put stuff out there. So it's like, oh, I'll have it for that reason. And I don't really ever like post stuff for like, get into like giveaways, stuff like that. And I may respond to like some of gaming people that I know. But that's probably what got me banned by Nick Merckx. And I don't even think it was because of that. I think it was because of a tweet I did against him. It wasn't against him. There was when one of the Call of Duties was coming out, before that everybody was complaining about SBMM, and a new Call of Duty came out, and Tim got to play it early with some other people, and they were playing like Call of Duty Pros, and Tim was just getting raked over the coals, and he's like, I think I finally understand SBMM. Like right now we need it because I'm just getting whooped. And I saved the clip, and like I posted it on something. I think that's what got me banned.
That's hilarious.
And then I realized the other day, I don't know if you know who Pirate Software is.
Of course, yeah, Thor.
I got banned by him.
What? Tape, you're mischievous.
Well, all I did with him is somebody else posted something. I can't remember what it was, and there was a Reddit article about all this stuff that he's did and why people kind of despise him a lot of times. And I posted it, and I'm guessing that's what got me. And because I don't like the guy. I'm not a big fan of him because he's taken a lot of money from people to develop games. He's never developed them. He's been known to cause problems in World of Warcraft servers and other things. And I'm just like, I'm not a fan of the guy. He PO'd me off when Helldivers came out, and PSN was a requirement, and he hates PlayStation. So I'm like, I don't mind if you hate PlayStation or you hate Xbox or whoever, but you have to be equal with your hate. Like,
true.
Xbox, it's okay if they do it, but PlayStation, no,
yeah,
it's PlayStation.
I didn't like the fact that Helldivers like required the PSN account thing, but like also if Xbox would have done like anything similar, I would have given them just as much hate. Like it wasn't a PlayStation thing for me of like the fact that I hated that. It was more like why is this company trying to segregate the player base of like, if you don't get a PlayStation account and give us your information, like that made me mad. But I would have been I would have been mad at anybody.
And it's like, or it's people like, oh, PlayStation, they're so horrible with their security leaks, and you're like, yeah, great, Microsoft has them all the time. No, they're different. No, they're not. Like, so that's the sort of things that just irked me. I didn't like the play, and so I think now the way they go about it is kind of the smart way. Is you don't have to have it, but if you do it, you're gonna get maybe like an extra cosmetic.
Exactly. It's kind of like
make
when
it your choice.
Like when like in Fortnite, that anybody who had an Xbox Series X and played Fortnite got the Black Master Chief skin. It's the same concept, where it's like, oh, that's a cool way to do it, of like rewarding the player instead of disciplining them,
That's what I for the first time in a long time, I turned on, I watched Cypher. He was playing Fortnite the other day just because you got a free pickaxe. You had to watch for an hour.
Just Cypher or...
no, it was a bunch of people had
Gotcha.
drops, but I don't mind watching Cypher, so...
Nope, I don't mind watching Cypher. I just can't watch his YouTube videos anymore. Him or Courage, because they both have just turned into... like...
They're clickbait kings.
Yeah, exactly.
I said that in Tim's chat one day. I can't remember what they were doing, and he said something, and I go, oh, you mean Jack the clickbait king? And he's like, he read it, and he laughed real hard, and he's like, let me be clear about something. He's like, you're telling me you wouldn't be clickbait if you were making X amount of dollars?
I definitely would, but also I feel like
for like a week in a row, he kept making a joke. He's like, Whips, let's make this clip. And he's like, make sure we're clickbaity like Jack, because we need to make that money.
If I hadn't like remembered Courage from like MLG days, and then also been like I was a fan of him in the beginning of like the Fortnite, like when he was starting to get popular too, knowing that he doesn't need to do that stuff, but he has shifted his viewership to such a young audience now that all the people like my age, your age and stuff don't really watch him anymore. So if he wanted to go back, he couldn't because he just wouldn't make any money. That's how I feel about what are those guys like Nick A30 and like those guys where it's just like, man, you have perfect marketing for that particular age group, but eventually you're going to age out of that age group. You're going to be too old to be able to market towards those kids because then it's going to be creepy, you know, like if you're 50 years old and you're hanging out at Fortnite events, like that's going to be kind of creepy, you know, being a content creator, because people are going to start questioning like, why are you doing this? And now you've you've not shunned, but you've gotten rid of all of your other audience. I know Deej does not like Courage at all.
Yeah.
I forget, like, me and Deej were playing a game one day, and, like, we were talking in Discord, and I had said something about Courage, and, like, she does not like him.
Yeah. He absolutely despises that guy.
Like, apparently it had something to do with, not, you know, like, not giving credit to, you know, because she runs the Fortnite website.
Yeah.
And like she was telling, without getting into any specific details, she was kind of giving me the rundown about it, and I was just like, that sucks. And then I was talking to Lee the other day, and I was like, they should re-release the 4 Millionaires in Paul's shirt, but they should do like the 4 Billionaires in Paul, and like, because you know they all have so much money now, and and I was like, speaking of that, I haven't like heard Trevor on anybody's streams or nothing, and Lee was like, I think he had to sign a contract with the team he was on in the MLB because they had looked at his stats and compared them to when he was like live streaming and playing with the boys and stuff like that. And anytime he did that, his at bat and his pitching ratio and everything was dropping like 20%. Like they did all kinds of like crazy math, and I was like, they did the same thing with Juju, the football player. Like they made him sign like a thing like his team, because anytime he played video games like Call of Duty before a game, like his yardage was down, his like all kinds of stuff. That's a crazy correlation to make.
Yeah. I think he still does. Trevor still does like baseball videos on YouTube now, but now that he's a dad, I think his time's cut down pretty seriously from that as well. But it's actually funny you say that, because we were just cleaning out closets and stuff the other day, going through stuff, and that shirt I found, and I'm like, I don't even think I could fit in that shirt anymore. But
I can't fit in mine.
That shirt,
especially because it wasn't the best material to begin with, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's like, for some reason, cotton shirts shrink upwards for me. They don't shrink like the whole shirt doesn't get smaller as a whole. They get shorter, and and so it's like a belly shirt on me now. Granted, I have put on quite a bit of weight since I ordered it too, but even regardless, so
that's
it's
not the point.
It's Jennifer's shirt now. What's really funny is like I have one of the Tim custom baseball jerseys, and it says Floridian on the back with like and all that, and Tim was like, yeah, you know, the jerseys run a bit small, so make sure you get a size bigger. But you know, all this stuff, so I ordered a size bigger, and it is like, and I'm even still to this day, it's like an umbrella on me. So it's one of those like, I'll never be able to wear it, and that kind of upsets me because it's just so big. But I told Jennifer, I was like, I might go and take it to Michael's or whatever, and just have it shadow boxed.
Oh yeah, so you can keep it.
Because it's sick.
Danny says she's making a peanut butter and jelly.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
You were
when she
talking
said
about baking. No, Joe just walked out, and she's like baking, and I was like, yeah, Danny says she's making peanut butter and jelly cake tonight, because like, why not?
Danny said, speaking of shirts, Danny got me this sick Hercules shirt,
and
Who's not streaming?
there's like a hoodie version of it that I want to get too.
I'm gonna try to start keeping like shirts like those, and then like especially my Build Against Cancer shirts. And then I told Jill like once we get enough of them or something, I want to have her make a T-shirt quilt out of them.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever? Oh, yeah, I wear it all the time, Danny.
Would she buy you a shirt?
Oh yeah, for was it Christmas, Danny? I'm trying to remember when you got me that shit. It's a Hercules shirt, and it's like an advertisement for you know, like the Air Hercs and like the drink and stuff like that. It's a sick shirt, and she sent me the website because they make a hoodie in it too. Oh, she sent it when she sent the baby stuff. That's right.
Danny, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen him wear it.
Well, when have you ever really seen me wear a shirt on stream?
All you wear is a hoodie.
Exactly. So it's usually under my hoodie. The hoodies are just so comfortable to wear. Cause you just like throw it on.
It kind of depends. I don't wear a hoodie all the time, but there's sometimes I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm outside, if we go somewhere, I'd rather a hooded coat.
Yeah.
I've got my Milwaukee hooded sweatshirt, but I don't like it because it's like kind of the same thing. Like it's not very long, and it kind of drives me nuts. But I know why it's long because it's your, you know, contracting work. You don't want it to be long.
Yep.
But it drives
The
me
bad
nuts.
part about that, so like I have a couple of the Milwaukee ones. Actually, I think I'm down to one now because I usually accidentally leave them like on the hood of my van or something because I'm going
Leave it in places.
Yeah, because I'm going in and out of walk-ins, and so when you do that all the time, I don't take the hoodie off. But when I'm all done, the hoodie's like almost wet just from going from hot cold, hot cold, hot cold, and so I'll like hang it from my mirror or something like that to dry while I'm like putting all my tools up, and I'll take off and lose it, or like I'll take it off, like I'll be inside of a freezer for a long time, and I'll have to go up onto the roof, and I'll take it off while I'm on the roof and forget about it.
Yeah, forget it's up there.
But
Actually, reminds me, I need to register my tool today to get into the monthly drawing since I bought a tool to see if I can win something.
True. They start, for me at least, those hoodies, the size I wear, they start off at a decent length, but after a while they do shrink upwards on me, even without washing them. It's just like they naturally start to.
They naturally scrunch up.
Yep, and then it's fine except for like a lot of the stuff I do, I have to reach up to while I'm working, and like so now it's up at my belly button, and it pulls my shirt and everything up too.
Yeah, I got 2 of them, I think. So I used to work for Fastenal, and yeah, Fasten sometimes, Fasten mostly, whatever word you want to call it. And they had a month, them 2 times a year where Milwaukee does all their big sales.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 1 month where it was, we kind of knew ahead of time, like months in advance, what was going to be coming up on them. So we'd kind of plan, and they'd usually give us incentives, of course, if we did certain things. So we knew thermal cameras were coming up, and like people were talking about them, and we're like, well, we think there's going to be a deal going on. Just hold off, and we'll get you, see if we can get you a really good price. So that is actually what came up, and it was whoever could sell the most Milwaukee. So I sold 6 thermal cameras in a month.
Nice.
And they were like, $2,500, $3,000 a piece. And so the guy's like, he's like, okay, we got to send you your package. So he sent me, he's like, what size hooded sweatshirt you are? I told him. So he sent me a Milwaukee radio. It was back before they could charge and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee radio, a bar stool, and then 2 hooded sweatshirts. And I was like, why'd I get 2 hooded sweatshirts? So I said to him, and I said, oh, it was nice of you to send me 2. And he's like, actually, I only meant to send you 1. The other one was for me. He goes, but they sent them in the same box. And he never came and got it, so I just brought it home.
Heck yeah.
So I got that's where I got my bar stool in my garage, and then my radio, and then it's kind of funny because my contractor who did some roof work for us, they left. They were putting an exhaust deal, and I come driving down the street, and I'm like, what is on my roof? And I climb up there, and it was a DeWalt jigsaw. So I sent him a picture, and I said, hey, I have your tool as it's sitting on my Milwaukee stuff. And he's like, and he sent me a picture back. He's like, I'll come get it at some time, as his feet are kicked up on his his DeWalt stool.
Ooh.
He kind of forgot about it. So for Christmas, we put it in a box and dropped it off at his house.
Tell me you put it in a Milwaukee box.
I didn't.
Oh, that would've
Didn't
been
have
even
Milwaukee
funnier.
box. No, Joe wrapped it in Christmas stuff.
It's like I have a rule with all of my guys, and that is unless your power tools are red or teal, they don't belong on my job site. It's like you can run Milwaukee or Makita. Those are the two acceptable ones. If not, go to Luke. Tell him you need new drills. Like, and I much prefer the even though like my dad's a huge Makita guy. He's a huge Milwaukee guy now. He was Milwaukee as far as like when I was growing up, all the quarter tools. Like, 'cause he had like all of the heavy duty Milwaukee stuff. But when the battery tools started coming out, Milwaukee was kind of late to the game compared to Makita. And
100%.
so, and Makita makes a great tool. They're durable as all hell. But the majority of my guys all have Milwaukee, and it works out because then we all share the same battery platform. Even though, like, all of my tools and all of my batteries are personal tools and batteries, like, as all my names are on my battery, so I don't mind if we're on a job and, like, let's say we got like the lights set up and the battery dies, if they grab one of my batteries and put it in, because I know I'm gonna get it back. But there's nothing worse than like being with somebody on a job and then be like, oh dude, the battery just died in my tool, and I'm like, oh yeah, just grab one of mine. I'm rocking DeWalt or I'm rocking Rigid or something. It's like, well, I guess go put your battery on the charger. I don't know. I got 1,000 batteries in my van.
Problem.
We just hired a new guy. Like, I'm trying to teach him a little bit about refrigeration right now, but he's my buddy Luke's. Luke works with us. He's like one of our project managers. It's his son-in-law, and he was looking in my van, and he was like, "How much money you think you got in here?" Like a couple $1,000s worth of Milwaukee. I was like, I got a couple $1,000s worth of batteries. Like, there's so much here.
I'll have to send you a picture of it. There's like one of our construction guys here in town. He's a Milwaukee guy, and he's got his 20-foot pull behind trailer that has got all of his tools and they're built out, and all it is Milwaukee pack outs. I mean, just everything, and he's got everything labeled, and he took the time to they just were doing like foam inserts and stuff where he like made everything custom fit, labeled everything, and like his trailer is like 5% Milwaukee in that trailer.
Yep. My dad, so my work van, like I have the whole left side of my van, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 of the drawers, the pack out drawers. I have 8 of those boxes in there in the different sizes, and I have like my own little mini parts house that I keep inside of there. And then I have like all of like the thin pack outs, and I got the thicker ones too, but I keep like specific boxes depending on the type of system I'm working on. And I've got like all the socket sets in those boxes. I've got the ammo cases that I keep like hoses, like all my vacuum pump hoses and stuff in. This box is outside now, tape, and one of them's gone. Like, what? I had 2 of these boxes, and the crazy thing is these boxes have shelves in them. They're not empty boxes, so I just lost a full shelving unit.
So that one, because it was it sitting close to the glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it'll glitch out sometimes. You can't keep them right next to the wall, like the outside wall. You got to keep on an inside wall.
That's funny.
The one I
I've had
didn't
them
know,
here for
like
so
if you
long.
have the small little boxes, did you know you can sit them on the top of your card steel there where you put card rack?
like
Yeah,
that
I
right
didn't
there.
know that.
Yep. Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out until one day I think I accidentally set it there. It's funny. Danny put in the chat like, hell, Mrs. Tape, and then she like corrected herself. Hello, I mean. They should give you the option to hire an after-hours crew.
Well, I know, right? That's why most of the time, like when I start the next day, if I have a bunch of stuff, I'll start the day off because it doesn't count on your time till you open the shop.
Okay.
So that way they can be stocking stuff while you're trying to do like get everything else ready to go.
I'm baking 2 sourdough sandwich loaves, then I will bake 2 more normal sourdough loaves in the morning. That sounds delicious.
I can't find a video of his trailer. Oh, here we go, I think. Here, we'll do this one. This is the best one he's got. I dropped a link in Picks and Things of this guy's Milwaukee trailer.
Oh, I see it. That's dope. I'll have to watch that in a minute.
Yeah, it's only like 20 seconds, a short 30-second. He just walks around both sides of his trailer like. Got
Ooh,
money.
I
sitting
blew my
there.
eardrums out. I didn't realize I had the volume
Yeah.
up 10,000%. Yeah,
Don't
so
mind the painting.
those racks that he has that has the single Milwaukee's on it, like those little black racks. I have a couple sets of those. I had them in my old van where I rib nutted them to the walls before the drawer systems came out, and so now I have those mounted inside my garage. They're pretty cool because you know the metal bars that you put in like the trailers that have like the little square locks. Like that's what you don't have to buy the stuff from Milwaukee. You just buy the shells with the bracket from Milwaukee, and you can go to Harbor Freight and just spend $10 on an 8-foot section of that same rail and just mount it to that. And instead of spending like $80 on it from Milwaukee, and so now I have these in my garage.
Well, and that's what. So I was like trying to look at like mounts and stuff to put all my stuff up or whatever, and I looked at like the Milwaukee pack out stuff, and I'm like, it's so expensive for the little you get out of it. So I'm like, there's got to be another solution. So that's when I started looking at 3D printed stuff. Like,
Yep.
I'm not opposed to spending money on Milwaukee, but it's also a space thing. Like, I don't have the space to fit that pack out and only get to be able to hold like one item on it. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so my dad has like these pack out brackets or the pack out wall mounts that the guy has his boxes on. My dad has a whole wall in his garage that's like that. He has all the different boxes, and like you said, it's a lot of money for what little bit of storage
one
you
little
get for
bracket.
there. And but for me, like in the van, it makes sense because I need to be able to grab that stuff and go and be able to to have it securely mounted in the van. And but for like your garage or whatever, the only thing I would recommend really for people's garages as far as the pack out goes is the drawer system, and that the drawer systems really, because if you want, you can get the little mobile cart, and if you're working on something outside, you can take the whole drawer system with you. You just roll it right out with you.
I would like to get into like just like a little bit of the pack system more for like I have like a little drawer that's like full of different screws and stuff, and I'd like to get rid of that and go to just something I pull out, flip the lid open, and go, okay, here's what I have.
Yep. And the nice thing too is so in a bunch of my drawer, like for instance the one that I use for like all the screws and stuff, that that's not in one of the drawers, like the one that I can take up on a roof with me and everything, is I 3D printed dividers for the bins. So instead of having one like medium sized bin that I can only put one size without mixing it, it's like a crossbar that goes inside of it, so it turns it into 4 separate little bins.
Yeah, I found a site today where it was like this guy had just made stuff like that where it's meant for like you get one of those bins and it'll fit like the tool specifically for one tool, and then it's got specific bins
Yep.
into that mold of the things you would use for it. Like, hey, here's your Milwaukee angle grinder. It fits perfect in there. And then there's whole cups built for like all the different discs that you can drop into it. And it's like that way you have your one pack out and it's got everything in it.
Yep, I found it's probably the same exact guy. I found him on Instagram a couple of years ago when when the right angle grinder first came out, the little handheld one, and he had made one for that, and he had made one for because I have the Milwaukee it's like a drill that has different head attachments, so it's got like a right angle and offset and stuff. I have one of those too, and he had made one for that, and his name is, I think it's John Pope is the guy's name.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at earlier.
Yep, and they got real popular, and he sold so many so fast that he just started making them for a bunch of different stuff now. Mrs. Tape asked Danny to post a picture of her peanut butter and jelly cake in Discord, and Danny said she will. It looks like it's going to be good. That still sounds so weird to me.
Can't wait till I get to level 10. I can hire an employee and he can do my checkout while I'm sitting here just opening cards and stocking.
They should let me add self-checkout.
I know, right?
If I have to do it in real life, these bots should have to do it too.
You need to go to those black shelves. They hold more merchandise and you have stuff on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Because they say that, like, if you have the, like, small shelves like you do, if a customer walks up, there's a higher percentage chance they'll buy more than just the, like, say there's 4 boxes that fit in there. There's a higher percent that they'll buy more, because it's available. The only thing it bites is they're not stackable, because the double-sided shelves you can actually put more stuff on them.
Yeah, I think
Like your double-sided shelf, you can stack on the top of it, right? Not like the other ones.
Yeah, I think before I was just keeping these shelves until I expanded the store a little bit more, because it was just aesthetically pleasing to look at.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I did mine too. I was like, it looked better, and then I was like, I stopped caring about it. So I was like, okay, time to make money. Like once I reach top level, then I'll start caring about what my store looks like. That her peanut butter and jelly cake must not take too much time if she was able to whip it together that quick.
No, it's probably like one of those like the non-baked cheesecakes. It's probably something like that, I would imagine. They just mix the ingredients together and then refrigerate until it sets.
Danny, do you got to bake it, or is it just in the fridge?
She said I haven't
Oh,
made
you haven't
it.
even made it yet.
And
It's
it's
a
a
baked
baked.
cake. Did I pay my rent yesterday? I did. Correct. Here's something really stupid I want with this game, and it sounds really, really stupid, but it's like an easy thing. Like, if I turn the lights on, leave the lights on.
I don't know how my electric bill is so high at this place all the time when I have the lights off all the time.
Come on, give me a Nest or something. We got to really,
Get the
we got to bring
efficiency.
technology into this.
I should clarify in the video, it looks like it will be good. It does use a box mix, but you have to do stuff to it. I just finally bought a container for my brown sugar, and it has this little terracotta stone that you wet down and put it in the container with it, and it keeps supposed to keep your brown sugar from like crystallizing. And surprisingly, this brown sugar is still so fresh. Like, I usually just keep it in the bag and then wrap the bag up, and then it gets like the hard clumps and everything. And I thought this was gonna be like a gimmick, but now my brown sugar, every time I go to use it and go to scoop it out, it's perfect. I don't know if I like the fact that there's a jumping sound effect now.
I don't hear it.
Oh yeah, I can hear it. Every time I jump, it's thunk, thunk, thunk.
I don't hear it. I just like put my earphones on and was like, jump, jump, jump. No, I don't hear it.
Weird. I wonder
Sure,
if
you're
it's
not
like
having
a
a
setting.
stroke.
Do you have sound effects turned off, maybe? I don't know.
I'll look here in a second. Well, no, because I can hear my boxes opening and stuff.
I don't know. Mine's loud, like when I jump.
I'll look at my settings in a second.
Mrs. Steve, she
Man, this
said she
$20
can hear it
box
on my
thing is just
stream.
top tier. Yeah, and I have your stream turned down since we're in Discord, so I don't hear double of you.
She said you need hearing aids.
I probably do.
I think I might need glasses, because I'm having to squint a lot more to read stuff.
I have settings in music set to like less than half.
Okay, that's higher than I have mine set to.
I'm gonna turn my sound effects way up so I can hear it.
Because, like, I have mine set way low, and I can still hear it.
Oh yeah, I can if I turn it up. I can hear what you're saying now.
Can I walk around the corner? Nope. They haven't updated that far yet.
Nope, they haven't updated corner, and like I said, you can't go into the store upstairs no more.
I'm surprised they haven't, like, combined, like, the grocery store simulator and stuff. And, I know not the actual game, but, like, put it where they're, like, around the corner and you can see it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There is a
That would make
good time coffee place around the corner. I wonder if that's a future game that they're going to come out with. Coffee shop simulator.
Well, I mean, there is the food mart next door.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the food one. Top Blue exclusive fashion. So there's a clothing store. The Zacco, whatever the heck that is. All I need to get to is level 10 so I can stop doing checkouts. But I also do have, now that I think about it, I do have my mixer set more to this chat than games, so that could be another part of it.
Yeah.
So many games even Unravels did you even play tonight?
Either 2 or 3.
Like
It's just-
literally, I played one game last night, won. Second game, had my 12-7 Lord's frickin' Spooderman, and he called us noobs. While I had, like I said, 44,000 block and I think 16,000 damage, and it was more than anybody else on the team. And I was like, "Yep, I think it's time to get off."
Yeah, I think between the back-to-back of like drawing and then getting 0 points for the draw, even though it went into like double overtime,
Mm-hmm.
and then having to listen to the dude say I was griefing because I wouldn't surrender, and he wasn't leaving spawn. I was just like, all right.
And it's not like because you leave or you forfeit, it's not like you get less deduction or penalty. You get the same deduction. So like,
Yeah,
what's it matter to forfeit?
Well, they were saying like you get less if you forfeit, like deduction, which I don't know if that's true or not.
No, I don't know. It doesn't. Not right now. That people have been asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose because you get penalized on how good you do or bad you do, so maybe that's what they were concerned about. Who knows? But I'm the same. I don't think I've ever forfeited once.
Yeah, I'd rather lose the game trying.
Yeah, and I'll jump onto maybe a character like or something to just try something different, because why not?
Mm-hmm. Well, especially the fact that it was like we lost the
You hadn't even
first round.
started your second one.
Yeah, but like there was plenty of time for us to win.
Figure out something different. Yeah. But I guess that was like your one last night, though. Remember that one team only got around that first little corner?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, forfeit. And I'm like, you didn't even get to play.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Come
I
on,
didn't
sir.
realize you were waiting to check out.
I wish this game would get multiplayer.
True.
Like, hey, I can sit in here and stock your shells or run your deal or whatever. Sad when Farm Simulator beat you to multiplayer. I'm even surprised Lee's not even on. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, like at all. He probably fell asleep putting the boys to bed.
Having that many kids, it runs you out.
Oh yeah. Especially like 3 boys. His boys are full of energy.
Yeah, I guess we were very fortunate. We had the boy and the girl, so we get both experience and like done.
Mm-hmm.
Our neighbor that used to live next to us, when we moved in, they had, my wife can remember more, I think they had 3 kids at that time. And he ended up getting pregnant again, so they were having their 4th. And he's like, we were outside one night. He was like, she was a stay-at-home mom. He worked for the dam. He was an electrician. Super great guy. And I was like, so you guys gonna have any more kids? Nope, we're done. The table only seats 6. We're done. And then they ended up having 1 or 2 more. 2 more, I think. So it's 2, 3, 4. How many kids they have? 5, 6, 5 kids. It's like, what? Like, huh?
That's too many for me.
Yeah, and they might not be done. I'm just like, you just must. There's 6 of them, so there is 6. You just must like punishment.
Danny said 2 was way enough for me.
2 was way more than enough for Danny. Danny, there's some days I'm like, yep, 2 was.
The perfect amount.
It's just, I'll be honest, Danny. There's some days you're like, there could be 1 less or 2 less, and you'd be okay. And then, of course, you still love them, but there's just some days you're like, some days you just like to fucking lock them outside. Yeah, so these people have 6 kids, ages range from 1 to 10.
It's a big gap.
So that's not really 6 kids.
Well, no, I mean, like, if you have 6 kids, and the fact that your oldest is 10 and your youngest is 1, like, the gap between the 10 and 1
Oh yeah,
year
the
old.
youngest and the oldest, yeah, but the kids are almost right on top of each other.
Yep.
There was one of our military first sergeants. I can't remember how old he was. They're getting ready to head overseas, and he had another kids, and his oldest kid was 18, 19, can't remember, and he just had another kid.
I'll
And
give
it was
you
like an oops.
my oldest sister is close to 60, and my other sister, I think she's like 50, I think. So I'm way, like, I was not planned at all. Sorry, I was the only one that was planned, actually, because my dad wanted a boy the whole time, and I just wasn't on my dad's agenda. Like, when he started off, like, oh yeah, I'll be 50 years old when I have my son, you know, like, that was not on his thinking. But he was like, gotta keep going until I had a boy.
Couldn't let it go.
Yep.
This box strat is working out top tier.
Danny's the youngest one. It's always the youngest one. Or myself. Someday I'd like to lock myself out of this. Some days I'd like to lock myself out of the house. Danny's sister's 15 years older than her. My dad was 41 when her dad was 41 when he was. Nope, she said 42 when she was born.
Mom, why are you standing out in the curb? None of your business.
Yeah, go back inside.
Go back inside and leave me alone. Kids wonder sometimes, LJ, you'll get to this point. Kids wonder sometimes why you're in the bathroom so long. Because sometimes it's the only peace and quiet you get.
Yep.
Except when they're younger and they think it's funny to stick their fingers and look underneath the door.
That's funny.
Then they get older and they know better than that. And it's like, this is the time I want peace and quiet. You were in there, you must have been playing on your phone. No, I was just enjoying it. Danny, this is the part we get to enjoy. Is LJ hasn't reached this part yet.
True.
Why does it take 3 hour pass?
My buddy Alex, whose birthday party we went to today, what was he crying about? There was something. Oh, he had a bag of gold chocolate coins, and and so he was upset, and Alex was trying to figure out why he's upset, and Alex was like, "Do you want me to open them?" And so they were like halfway open, so he opened them, and then his son started crying more, and he's like, "What? Did you want me to close them?" And he closed it, and then like he started crying more, and he goes, "This is what you have to look forward to, LJ." And I was like, "That's hilarious." He's like, "I have no idea what he wants. I'm trying to help, but I have no idea."
Yep, sometimes it's one of those things, like, they'll just cry and you don't know why. Like, there's nothing you can do. Smoking a pancake, bong in a blintz. There's no pleasing. Some days it's like dealing with a terrorist. And it's funny how you're different. Like, I don't know what your and Jen's plans are. It's none of my business. But there's sometimes where it's like you have the first one and you're so like, I'm going to parent this way. And then it comes the second one and you're like, yeah, whatever. Go stick your finger in an outlet. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I think like the only rules that I have like with Charlie, like, and me and Jen kind of have the same one, is like I was big on like the no pacifier, you know, because all my nephews all had pacifiers and like blankies and stuff like that, and trying to get them out of that. Like one of my nephews, like Austin, the one that comes to stream sometimes, he's like 16 years old, and still had like, I think they called it like a wubby or something like that.
Wubby, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, nope, none of that. So we don't like Charlie doesn't have anything long enough to like to gain any emotional attachment to. Like we rotated all so much.
We were pretty lucky that our kids didn't have pacifiers. They didn't like them.
Mhm.
Ethan has a blankie that he loves. It's a dinosaur blankie, and that's the one thing he's attached to, and that's fine. But he knows, like, today we went in the car. He doesn't take it everywhere. There's just certain days where it's like it's his thing.
Yep.
But he knows, like today we're going shopping. He's taking it with him in the car, and it's sitting in the passenger seat. He doesn't care about it, like he doesn't need it, but it's
Yep.
just sitting there, and that's his comfort item. And it's like, okay, I really can't get mad at that, because it's not like if you take it away from him, he just loses his shit.
Yeah, and that's how my nephews were. Like, and they had to take them, everywhere.
Ethan ends up sticking his more in his nose than anything else, I think, anymore. He'll just sit there and you'll look over and he's got it like halfway crammed in his nose. It's like, dude, what are you doing? This is why Lee needs to be here. I want to hear about the boys and their weird habits.
At the birthday party, so my buddy Alex, he's married to like my oldest friend's sister is who he's married to, and so I know like both of their families pretty well, and so Steve is Shiloh's dad and like my oldest friend's dad also, and so he's the grandfather of like all these grandchildren now, and one of the grandchildren was sitting on the couch with them, and he was like, stop picking your nose, you know, like just messing with them. And so the kid, not only does he leave the finger in his nose, he sticks his other finger in his other nostril and starts picking both of them out of spite. And Steve was just like, this is what we're reduced to. You ask the kid not to do it, and he doubles down.
It's kind of funny, like what Danny like put in there, like it's amazing what things are called, like binkies or wubbies, or just everywhere just calls them something different.
Mm-hmm.
I still make fun of my one nephew. He likes to have his finger in his nose, and then he'll look over and he'll eat it, and I'm like, oh, you're probably full, and he just thinks it's hilarious. Like, whatever, dude. You're going to middle school and you get caught eating boogers, like, it's not going to end well. People are going to make fun of you. But hey, I guess you want to boost your immune system. Good for you.
Yeah, he probably doesn't get sick.
We can get the next box. We're upgrading people.
I almost charged this guy $20,000. There you go. Hey, yo, Stinky. What are you doing in here? I still think it's funny that I can pick up a can of spray somebody with it, use half of it, and then put it back on the shelf.
I know, right? My shop's so small I don't have to worry about smelling people. They're in and out quick. Ooh, I like you, friend. Look at all them boxes you just sold and you don't even want change. You can come back again. $140 in boxes and he doesn't even want change. This might be the model, LJ. I think I figured this game out. You
Blake
only
once
sell
melted
boxes.
down in his car seat because I took his shoes away because he was trying to lick the bottom of them.
He's trying to lick the bottom of his shoes. That's freaking hilarious. I don't care who you are.
There were things that I said I'd never do for a long time before I had kids. I threw a lot of them out the window.
True. I'm trying to think, was like their one big thing that we absolutely said we were not gonna do, and then we were like, yeah. Maybe for Lily it was like a hard no, but then for Ethan it was like, yeah, okay, do what you want, bud. Shit, we're making money now. to having an employee. Problems will go away.
Mm.
We'll just stock shelves and open cards. And I can't wait till I have an employee and they can stock shelves and I can stand here and do nothing except make money.
That's the life.
Well, I'm only going to sell boxes. I've decided this run until I can get to top level. I am not. There's no gaming deals if we're only selling boxes. And it's only going to be whatever the top tier box is.
I always said I'd never make two different meals. Guess what? I do sometimes because at the end of the day, my kids are fed and it's not something I care to war about. I refuse to make two separate meals, Danny.
I'd say we're still pretty stuck on we're going to make this and you're going to eat it.
Yep.
Now, I will say though, there is times where it's like, what are we going to have? And we think about that a little bit. And it will depend like what night of the week it is and what like things are going on. But like last night, we made SOS and we were like, I know the kids are going to gripe about this, but this is what we're eating.
I think I'm more stuck on it because, like, I like all food pretty much. There's very few things that I won't eat. And, but Jennifer, when we first met, like, only ate chicken tenders. And it took me forever to be able to get her to, like, be able to, like, try stuff. And now she likes pretty much anything. So my thought process is, like, if I can convince Jennifer to eat all these different things, I can convince my child to also eat these different things. Yeah, I can remember, like, when I first got my driver's license, I took Jennifer out to, like, some nice place, you know, and, like, some steakhouse or whatever was this through there, and we went to order, and she's like, yeah, I'll have the chicken tenders, and I was like, it's a really, really nice
no, you
restaurant.
won't.
Yeah.
I remember, like, we were talking about this in college. We went, like, it was just me and a couple guys. We were like, hey, what do we want to lunch? Well, let's go to this Mexican restaurant. And the guy who chose where we were going to go and, like, made the decision. We get there and we all order, like, food and it gets to him. He's like, I'll take your chicken tenders. And we all looked at him and went, what in the F did we come here for? Like, we were okay with it, but it's just like, that's what you came here for? And he's like, they have the best chicken tenders. And I was like, really?
That reminds me of, like, me and my buddy went to this barbecue place that's in town, and it's really good barbecue, and my buddy's not a picky eater either, but he's an adventurous eater, and we, like, went to order, and he's like, I'll have the fish sandwich, and I was like, wait, you came to this barbecue place, it's known for their barbecue, and you're gonna have the fish sandwich? And he goes, yeah, I've never had it here before. It might be the best thing on the menu. And I was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard anybody say.
There's a lot of times, like, we'll go places, like, we went to Memphis a couple years ago. We went to this barbecue place. We, like, asked, like, where, like, the locals, where should we go? And they're like, this place. And we're like, okay. So we went there. It was a little shady, but... And I walked in, and I was just like, the guy's like, what would you like? And I was like, if you were to, like, tell anybody, what should they eat here? What should it be? And he's like, this. And I was like, I'll have that.
Blake has.
I don't want to
safe
take a
food.
guess.
Yeah, feed me whatever you think the best thing on the menu is. What do you say? That can
Well,
never happen in my house.
It's this $4,000 steak. Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Blake has sensory issues with foods. And if something that doesn't look visually appealing to him, he will gag when he tries it. Blake has safe foods.
I get that. There's some people that, like, hey, if it doesn't look appealing, I ain't touching it, no matter what it tastes like.
I don't think I've ever met anybody where the look would throw them off. It's like everybody that I've met will, like, it doesn't really matter how it looks, but the texture when it hits their mouth. For instance, like, I know people that can't eat SOS, for instance, because they're like, it's a texture thing. Like, the toast plus, like, the gravy and the chipped beef is a weird texture in their mouth. So they're like, I just can't do it. Or, like, I used to love to eat raw oysters, but, like, before, like, I, like, gained my allergy to shellfish. And, I
I think if people could get over the texture of raw oysters, they would also like them. But there's another one that Jennifer can't eat. Like every time she tries it, she can't eat it because it's just it's mushrooms. She can't, like, she likes the taste of mushrooms. Like if I cook something with a lot of mushrooms in it and it's like mixed in, she likes the taste, but she can't eat like I get these teriyaki button cap mushrooms from the grocery store, and they are delicious. But she just can't put a mushroom in her mouth and chew it because of like the way it feels in her mouth.
Yeah, some people are that way. I get it. I'm like a pea person, like peas.
Mm-hmm. I like peas too.
Like they could be buried.
I don't like cold
I
peas.
do not stand them. I'll eat them, but they're just not. They're like no. It's a texture thing.
Mm-hmm. Like I was at some restaurant and like there was like a cold pea something side, and they're like, oh yeah, it's great, it's a local favorite, blah blah blah, and it's like it wasn't like it was room temperature, it was like ice cold peas, and I was like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, Joe loves peas, so it's like it's tough because she's like she wants it, and I'm like, you can make whatever you want. I ain't touching it.
The look
I don't
issues
draw
with
hard
him,
lines
there's also
very
a
often,
texture
but-
issue. It took him till about 5 or 6 to eat a hamburger or anything with hamburger in it. Do you eat bananas, Tape? Danny wants to know. I love bananas.
Oh, I love bananas. I mean, I will be. Let me be very clear. I don't mind fruit. Fruit is not my favorite thing to eat. I will eat vegetables all day long, but like if there's a banana just sitting on the counter, and like I don't just go for that unless it's like the only thing to eat. Like I don't know. I don't go straight to fruits.
See, I love vegetables and I love fruits. Like I could eat nothing but fruits and vegetables. Like if you had to make me pick between like chicken and fruits and vegetables, I would just eat a plate of fruit and vegetables. But there's so much like sugar and stuff in fruits that I like stopped eating them for so long that especially like there's a lot of carbs in fruits too. When I was on my diet, I stopped eating them so long that I just got in the habit of not eating fruits. So we keep it, especially since we have Charlie now, but we keep like bananas and stuff at the house, and I just find myself out of habit not eating them. But then when I eat one, I'm like, oh, why haven't I eaten a banana in forever? Like, this is delicious. She said she figured because of the texture you would like bananas.
Nope, I don't mind bananas.
I like a
Bananas
firm
are-
banana. I don't like a mushy banana. Like, if I could go through the banana with just my lips, that's too mushy. Like, I want to have to bite into
That's
it.
what she said. Joe just behind me. That's the first thing that comes out of her mouth because, of course, she's a little delayed. That's what she said. You are going to main counter. Oh, you're a slow checkout person, but I don't care. You should be able to keep up. I'm gonna stock. I don't want to run checkout. It's round numbers. It shouldn't be that hard.
I think I'm going to restock my store and then call it a night. What is it? Midnight here? See, red boxes. We need red.
Well, Joe's got her bread. Her first couple breads done,
Nice.
and she'll have to do more tomorrow. Cause she does her loaf, her like bread loaves tonight, and then she'll do the sourdough stuff tomorrow. I know they're all sourdough, but they're different.
Mm-hmm.
She just yelled at it. She's like, "They're all sourdough." I'm like, "Yes, I understand."
There's like a local grocery store where we live, and they have a bakery inside of there, and they make some of the best sourdough garlic bread. Like, cause they already slice it and like add the garlic butter and the cheese and stuff on it, like, and it's sourdough, and I'll put it on the smoker with a little bit of hot honey, and it's so good.
this slowest first employee, first employee is just so painful to watch. But like, I don't want to do checkout. Like, dude, but you are so painfully slow. Luckily, it's round numbers. Like, you don't have to do change, but it's like.
Said Cage will eat anything and he will try anything, but with him and his, I don't know how to pronounce that word, Danny. Adenoids.
Yeah, adenoids.
Were so big when he was little that they covered his nose and the back of the throat so he could barely taste the food. So big flavors he loved. So like I think I've chewed tobacco for so long in my life that I've fried my taste buds. I have to douse everything in hot sauce. But I can tell you one thing. The just this year alone, I can tell I'm getting older because the amount of heartburn that I just randomly get, even if I don't eat something spicy, just something mildly seasoned, I'm like, man, why do I have heartburn?
Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Oh, it's horrible,
Right,
ain't
buddy.
it? I can get heartburn from water. That's funny.
Alright, employee checkout. I'm gonna be standing over here just opening cards. Don't mind me. I've reached level 10 by day 7 doing this.
Dang, I'm only at level 33 on day 78.
I think it's gonna pick up here because I just dropped my prices. On his, well, yours would drive. So Joe's like, the boxes on your floor would drive her crazy, and I'm just like, well, you'd be drive by mine because mine are laying out in the street.
Well, I typically don't keep any boxes on my floor, but I over-ordered.
Well, the
These
reason
cards.
it's doing it is because he ordered too much, and so there isn't storage rack space, so his employees just drop it on the ground. It's not a him thing. Well, it kind of is because he ordered too much. But
Yes.
I know you can. She's like, I can hear him. Yeah. But it's like a delay. I can hear him now. I hear him in the future. You want to take a bet on what he's gonna say next?
Muskrat.
He said he's nope. Mm-mm. He's like he's gonna say you're an idiot. I'm like mm-mm.
All right.
He just told me the winning Powerball numbers. Dude, you are so painfully slow.
That's
I
what
wanna
we
review
joke
on
around that with
register.
Cody all the time. We're like, how's it feel to be living in the past, boy?
Boy. Okay, I get my next guy at level 15. I'm gonna put up with your painfully slow checkout speed. Well, why do you have it? Wait, why do you have 2
Me?
in your saved games?
One's the autosave and one is the one like.
Yeah, but they're 2 different days. Oh, so you must not have backed that other one up for a while.
Yeah, exactly. What? Let's see. Ew. Ever smelled hold on. Ever smelled muskrat cooking? No, I can't. I can't say that I've ever smelled anybody cook a muskrat. Dan, if you tell me that was like a staple in your family diner, was like fried muskrat or something like that, that's crazy. It's disgusting,
I don't even want to know how you know.
Try anything once, LJ.
I know, but I don't want to be around when it's getting cooked. Then I just want it served to me. I don't want to know how the sausage is made.
See, we make sausage all the time.
True. We used to make sausage all the time. Then when we moved into this house, I didn't really have anywhere to put the meat grinder, so I just left it at my dad's house, and I haven't made sausage since we moved into this house.
It's like people like about hot dogs. I'm like, you don't want to know how hot dogs are made.
I love hot dogs.
Well, 100% I do too.
Nathan's all beef, Frank.
But it's just lips. It's just lips and assholes. Is all it is.
That's why you get the all beef ones, because then it's cow lips and assholes. No, I wasn't, but
Smart.
people did cook muskrat a lot. We were a part of a rod and gun club, so I went a lot of game dinners. I mean, where were you living where muskrat was so prevalent that it was being prepared at game dinners? Is muskrat like a big population in the Carolinas? Because in Michigan, I wouldn't have guessed Michigan had a bunch of muskrats.
Yeehaw.
Alrighty, Mr. Tape, I'm going to bed. I will talk to
Alright,
you
okay.
probably tomorrow.
Yep. Have a good night, man.
You too. Later.
Yep. Bye.
It was fucking nasty. I believe it. Good night, Mrs. Tape. I am... What time is it? It's 12:07. Gotta get up early. Go get Charlie some donuts. Like we have been every Sunday. And then, I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow. I got some stuff to do around the house, but maybe we'll be on a little early. I'm not sure. But we love you. We'll see you later. Bye, Denny. But good night, Mrs. Tape. Good night, Tape. Good night, anybody else that was in here that I missed. I'm not going to scroll up through the whole thing. But yeah, we'll catch you guys on the flippity flop. Bye. Good night.
Thanks for watching. And take care, please. Stay healthy. And no matter what else you do, always be unfrickin' believable. Because you are